Hello everyone and welcome to Prestige Encounters, the Dungeons & Dragons campaign brought to you by Lich Souls Gaming. I'm your Dungeon Master Michael and we have an exciting session in store for tonight. But first, a few announcements to get through. A lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by two parties this evening. The first one being Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you'll be using at your tables at home. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com. You can watch your music videos on YouTube, listen to the music on Spotify, or even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com and look at the stuff. You can also use the command !midnight in our purple app chat for a clickable link. We also have the ability to use the amazing music coming from the game of RuneScape, specifically RuneScape 3, through their fan content program, and we are in no way endorse or affiliated with Jagex in any way. That is something that we have to say, because not because they're embarrassed of us, but because it's part of the licensing agreement. So they don't even know we exist. Who knows? So thanks so much to both those parties for the amazing music, and of course the amazing musicians and composers behind the music as well. Art is a beautiful thing, and that we've been gone for 2 weeks, guys. We've been gone for 2 weeks, and I feel like I just want to dive on in. So without further ado, grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we welcome you to our table and we begin tonight's session of Prestige Encounters. And here tells us what happened last week in his very own words is none other than Percy. Take it away.
Percy sits with a letter for a long while before he begins. Dear Mother and Father, I do not know if this letter will reach you. I do not know if I will try and send it, but I find myself writing it, though I might, as though putting the words down make them more real. We have returned to Illnerya, back here feels different, closer, not just distance, but in weight. It's harder to ignore what happened here, harder to pretend it doesn't matter. What the city calls a plague is not a plague, it's a corruption. We have sinned enough to be certain of that. It is tied to something beyond this place, something deliberate, a demon prince named Garrow. We were brought before the temple and examined by the high luminary Veiled Vanguard. She confirmed as much and treated our wounds. There was no hesitation in her, only focus. We reported what we knew to a man named Lieutenant Mateus. He listened carefully, asked the right questions. He seemed concerned, not just with what had happened, but why. Who might benefit from something like this? By morning, he had been arrested. They claimed he is responsible, that he brought this corruption here for his own gain, that he intended to take control of the city. I don't believe that. It happened too quickly. The decision was already made before anyone had time to question it. We were paid and told to leave. No further discussion. No chance to speak to those in power. We decided, of course, to stay. There are those within the temple who doubt the story as well. They have offered quiet support, enough to move without drawing attention, enough to look for the truth. That is what we are doing now, trying to find proof before Mateus is executed. If he is innocent, then someone else is responsible, and they are still here. Being back in the city makes everything feel closer than it should. I think about the kind of life I had before I left, about what I chose to walk away from, and the man you thought I was. I do not know if I am that man, but I am trying to be better than the one I was. If this letter is never sent, then it will remain here, just words on a page, but they are honest ones. Percy.
Thank you so much, Percy. And a quick question to all of our players. Why are skeletons so calm?
Why?
Because nothing gets under their skin.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where we left off.
That's where we left off on that joke. All
on
right.
that joke.
Thank you for joining us, everyone. This is the last episode of Prestige Encounters.
So the party has the party has their variety of tasks picked out. Essentially, we have both
The perfect plan.
Sinasha and Naoki going to the governor's meeting. We have Percy hanging back to scry on that meeting,
Yes.
while Diablo and Emmeline are going to the Mages College here in Illnerya to hopefully get the scrying orb. Is that my understanding as well?
That was discussed. There's at least a 50% agreement from that group on how that plan's going to go.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I will give you all the choice. Are we moving forward with this? All right. So the plan is set. You're wearing the robes given to you by the High Luminary Veiled Molten and Arch Embersmith Corvinus, the two heads of this of the Temple of the Burning Suns, the church that worships Alnor and Sealnor. Whether there are more than one of each of these archpriests, you're not sure. But they are relatively notable and well known in this region. So you have the Onis head out disguised as members of the party, along with some of the acolytes of the church as well, to give the leadership the idea that the party has left the city. You're told that they're not going to meet with you, even though you saved the city. You guys have a very bad reputation for, destroying a city. So
That's fine. We didn't do anything. We just stole the thing.
They
and
want
gave
you.
it-
They want you
gave it-
out. They want you gone. While the Lieutenant Matthias is taking the fall for what's happened, and that's why we're trying to save him. So what we're going to do here is, Percy, I'll give you the heads up, since you're just scrying on the meeting that's going to be happening in a little bit. Unless there's anything that you want to do prior inside this house, any business you want to take care of, you can message me that. You're going to be in a little bit of a background for a second. Are you okay with that? Cool.
Fine by me.
Okay. So with that, who do we want to start with? Do we want to start with, actually, I think Emmeline and Diablo would be a good starting point, because I think they have the most to get through before this meeting happens. I believe.
To get to the point they can actually participate in the
Yeah,
chaos.
I agree. So that's what we're gonna do.
All right, everyone knows the plan. Let's go and do what we set out to do.
All right.
Willow, Gringold, good luck.
Diablo pulls his hood down so that it could obscure more of his, like the upper half of his face. And he's going to take his mask and pull it up just under his nose so they can see a chin.
Okay.
Like a mouth and chin, that type of deal.
Yeah. So the party, not the party, Emmeline and Diablo, under their disguised names. You're on level 2 of the city of Illnerya, this multi-level city. And I will be saying a couple things just to remind people, like the audience specifically, as we go through. Level 2, where the guilds and a lot of the various trading places are done. You approach the Mages Guild, which is this vibrant courtyard with beautiful trees that are clearly enchanted to be in the peak state of either bloom or the most vibrant greens or whatever the variety of colors that they may offer. Some are clearly from the Feywilds. You have this arc made of stone with the swirling portal. There's a gargoyle that stands on one of the pillars overlooking the entrance to this beautiful garden that seems to have come from another world, but in fact it is created by the determination and pursuit to learn magic. And that is really the beauty of it, because it's really the creativity of the magicians' minds that made this garden. The gargoyle looks towards you, very slow moving, watchful. And what business do two priests have at the Mages Guild?
Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, we're here to track down a rogue acolyte of ours. He left his duty, and we need to borrow or rent access to a one of the services that you all have here.
Yeah, we love, learning, and we love serving the community.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. This is Willow. She's a new acolyte. She's fresh to everything, just really enthusiastic about the thing.
Gonna make a deception check with advantage for me, please.
All right. That's a 16.
16. Okay. The gargoyle ponders for a moment. His voice once again speaks out. Hit the deep baritone tones, kind of rumbling in your chest a little bit. Whatever. If you ever had any mucus built up there, it's cleared now. For thanks to the vibrations. Mage's College has no enemies from the burning suns. You may enter and conduct your business inside.
Thank you so much, kind gargoyle.
And we'll push through.
I love gargoyles.
And with that, everyone steps through the portal. A little bit of like a sinking feeling of your stomachs, and you find yourselves stepping on the polished blue and black marble that makes up the floor of the Mage's College. These tall pillars on either side of you on this long walkway. There seems to be levitating above an area below that has a number of desks and shelves where you can see a number of mages apprentices or students of the college studying at these dimly lit tables. Some of them are practicing incantations, some of them are reading the histories, that sort of thing. As you walk forward across this walkway, the railing has this very intricate swirling patterns that make it up. And finally you find the desk, and just a little review. The desk is a standard wooden desk with a metal screen that separates the person who's the clerk from you, with two spiral staircases leading down and up to the various areas. You don't quite know where the Mage's Tower that makes the tower is located that makes up the Mage's College, but you are somewhere else currently altogether. Maybe it's a pocket dimension. You don't know. Today's clerk is a golden-haired Leonin, a brilliant mane with these bright green cat eyes. For those of you who don't know, a Leonin is a lion person, and they're wearing just their standard clerk's robes, which are these kind of dull gray, like the color of slate, and they almost kind of blend in with the walkway and the area around them. Hello and welcome to the college. I see that you are not students. How may I help you today?
Hi, thank you so much. I'm Gringold, and this is Willow. We're acolytes of the Twin Suns. We're actually here to use your services. We have an issue with a rogue acolyte, and we need to track him down. It's a real shame. I wish we didn't have to do this, but I was sent to ask about scrying services.
Scrying services. If you just give me one moment to go check and see if we're able to help you in such a way. This is something I would have to ask one of the archmages of the college. I'm sure you do not this does not upset you. I would hope. I simply have to make
no,
sure.
I understand. There's a bunch of red tape and keys, and it has to travel from one hand to the other. I understand.
I love looking for missing people.
Isn't she just the best and so kind-hearted?
Very. So he steps away for a moment, and that kind of like leaves you there to talk if you'd like by yourselves.
We're making great progress.
He just nods at her.
Gringold, don't you love it here? I love it here.
Yeah, it's great to be here, Willow.
Hmm.
Can I get
I'm
a
glad you're so
general-
enthusiastic.
Can I get a general like charisma check from Emlyn at the moment?
Okay. Just a normal or a save?
Just a check. Just a check.
Ooh, tough. Actually, I'm actually going to. That's. I believe I have inspiration unless I used it last session.
We had a long rest, so you should have inspiration.
You do
I
have
think I have that inspiration. So I'm going to do that and we're going to try again because a 9 is not going to work for me.
10's better than a 9. 10's better than a 9.
A 10.
Right down the middle.
Then okay.
Yeah.
So let's say like you're visibly nervous. You're kind of sweating a little bit. Uncomfortable, it would be the word. After a few moments, the clerk comes back down with a member of the college with much more elaborate robes. This one is an elf that seems to be of wood elf origin, deep almond colored skin, with long straightened hair. Other than that, there's nothing remarkable. Like a lot of the mages, the archmages you come across have like arcane tattoos, stuff. Just very astute, very well dressed, very what is the word I'm looking for? Kind of like Wizards of Wall Street. Almost very just straight arrow dressed, very serious. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I am good. I am the Archmage of Divination here at the college, and I was curious, and I had to come see for myself that members of the Burning Sun are here to acquire services for a rogue alkalite.
Yes, this is correct.
I see. Well, it's not something we often do for our friends of various religious orders, but there is a strict policy of the college that knowledge goes to those who are deserving.
Of course.
We are able to help you. Of course, there's a fee, some 500 gold to access the scrying orb, and you must answer a question.
Okay.
I love answering questions. What,
Yeah, Willow's
what question?
enthusiastic here. We need to give the 500 gold first.
Oh, I love spending money. We could just spend it from, the fund that we were given to find our missing
Of course, our allowance, yes.
Mm-hmm. I love big words.
All
So,
right.
do you guys have 500 gold that you would like to trade?
actually-
Emlyn has that fund, yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all did just get paid a whole bunch of extra money last session.
It's true. We did get paid a bunch of extra money.
Yeah.
we did, but we have enough. So I'm just gonna pull it out of what I have in the bag of holding on that screen, and because I don't know if we put that money in already. I don't know.
Okay. So as you hand the money, you feel a pressure on your brain. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please, Emily.
I got you. Let me do some quick maths while I go through this. So I'm like double. Was it a save?
Wisdom saving throw, please. 14.
To 14. Yeah.
The Archmage quickly counts over the gold. Very well. I am not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but water kills me. What am I?
Can you repeat that?
Certainly. I am not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but water kills me. What am I? And for the record, out of character, no Googling aloud.
No Googling allowed. I just need to write it down so I can think. All right.
You're not alive, but you don't need air.
You're
Not alive, but I grow.
You don't have lungs.
I don't
but you
have
need
lungs,
air.
but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but water kills me.
You need air specifically, not you don't need air.
Keep it quiet.
Right.
You're not in this.
Wait, could you repeat it for me again?
Certainly, but this is the last time I am able to do so. I am not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but water kills me. What am I?
Is it?
Go ahead. What was that?
Wait, could
No, what was it?
Is it fire?
His lips grow tighter. Indeed it is. We shall grant you permission to come up to my office and use the orb of scrying.
I love riddles.
You start to climb the spiraling staircase on the left. And what was your name again, dear?
Me? Me? My name is Willow Greater.
Willow Greater. And what was yours?
My name's Gringold.
How long have you two been with the church as you're still walking up?
Honestly,
It's my second week.
yeah, I've been around for a few years now, running on 4, and this acolyte, Jeff, he ran away. He was under my tutelage, which is why I'm being sent to find him personally. I'm stuck between a little bit of a rock and a hard place, you might say, but I understand.
I understand. You know, here at the college, we often have students who studies go awry, or rather they can't handle the pressure, so they run away, and even succumb to their mortal nature where they go against the rules, one might say.
Like, how? Who would go against the rules? I love rules. I've told Gringold this a lot. I love rules.
He loves a lot of things, honestly.
So I see. Stops at a door where he, from under his sleeve, brings out a stone and holds it up to the door. The latch comes undone and opens up. Inside, there is, you step into another hallway, and there's another door with a series of rune stones around it. The door behind you that you come in, so you're in the small space. The door behind you shuts. The Archmage of Divination here raises his hands, and the dials begin to turn around the door, lining up to 3 symbols going down. And then they flash, the door opens, and you find yourselves looking into a circular room, with the inner circle being a few steps lower than the outer circle, and covered, sitting on a pedestal, is an orb shape And the Archmage steps up, taking a step down. This is his shoes, making no sound on the floor as he approaches. So, pulls back the cloth covering this glass gleaming orb, resting upon a cushion on this pillar.
Quite the brilliant setup you have here.
We like to keep some of our most valuable magical items well protected.
Of course, that makes sense. We have quite a few reliquaries and valuables in our church as well. Of course, they're secret and hidden, defended just like you would with any other valuable, but I understand.
But now, who is it that I shall be scrying on for you?
I appreciate the guidance, but this matter is very private to the Church of the Two Sons. We would prefer that we're able to do this in private.
Of course, you could stay in the room. We love company, but I'm sure you could understand. We love our fellow acolytes. I love our fellow acolytes dearly. Love them. But sometimes they do things that would embarrass you, or the church, or your teachers or your mentors. So,
Yeah.
we love the enthusiasm. I love your help. I love this. Okay, but we kind of need to keep that in the know, in the circle. But you can stay in the room, of course. I can't tell you to leave. I love that you're here. I love your company. I just can't let you see the kinds of things that he has done that have disgraced our church that I love, because I love our church.
Would one of you like to make a persuasion check with advantage?
I can take that.
That garners advantage.
I'm assuming I'm taking that.
Go for it, yeah.
Yeah. Persuasion with advantage. That's a 19.
19. All right. So, I shall leave the room. Just know that you will not be able to leave until I let you out from the other side. Is this understood?
Of course. Thank you so much again.
Of course. Happy to help. He steps up and leaves the room, the door closing behind him. And that is where we're going to move over to Sanasha and Naoki.
I sure hope everything's going well with Willow and Gringold.
I hope so too. I hope they aren't loving everything.
She did say she was gonna love everything. I was a little nervous. I'm sure it's fine though. Emmeline's smart enough to, to do the right thing. So.
Mm-hmm. How am I gonna get in here?
You said you were gonna wild shape into something small, right?
Yeah, but that still requires me to walk in.
Oh, can you not turn into like a spider and crawl through a gap, or?
Yeah, I could.
If you turn into a spider, I'll throw you.
Sure, we can try it.
What does the location the governors are meeting in look like as we approach it, presumably?
So you would be on the top level of the city, where you're on the surface of the earth. There is a very large, essentially, it's not exactly a tower, but it is a 4-story building that have 3 buildings that come into one central one. So each governor has their own office that I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. So each governor governs one part of the city. It's divided into 3 sections, right? You have the the southeastern, the central, and the northwestern. The central district holds the building of the governors. While each governor has their own office building in each of the areas, this is the central building in which official meetings are held, public forums, that sort of thing. So what it's made of, it's made of 3 buildings that come to a central larger building. And you've actually, I don't know if Naoki's been here before. This is where the ball was held, where you first met the Blackshires.
I think Naoki was there.
I was not here. No.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. That was
Not there for the ball.
My God.
So they would generally be meeting on the top floor, the 4th floor of this central building.
We would have been given some information to that accord, I would hope, by the High Luminary, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just here in case you get in trouble because you can't really get both of us in.
No, not really. I mean, hopefully this goes okay.
If you want me to throw something in a window, I can break a window and you can go through that, but then I'm probably gonna have to get out of here.
Yeah, let's not do that. I could probably, since I can see through the window, I could theoretically teleport into it, correct? As long as I can see into it.
You mean if you had the ability to teleport, I suppose you would do that?
Oh, that was a
you shape change.
Yeah.
Was that was for the DM? Okay.
It wasn't
Yes.
specified as for the DM.
I mean, it sounds like the kind of thing you've done before.
We'll try our best. I mean, either that or maybe I could grab onto someone's clothes as they walk in.
Yeah, but then you'd have to hope they were going into the meeting. The room the governors are meeting in. You need to get in there. They're on the upper level, so I mean,
DM, are people walking in at the moment?
I mean, people are coming and going. Some seem to be members that have members of the public that might have scheduled meetings. Others seem to be clergy, not clergy, like clerks and other employees of the government, essentially. As you're kind of standing there, standing outside, staring at this building, somebody comes up. Excuse me. Turn around. You see a woman in nice clothes holding a young child that seems to be a few months old, swaddled in its clothes. Swaddled. I mean, and she looks at you. Are you 2 members of the Temple of the Twin Burning Sun?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, this is my son, Frederick. Would you mind blessing him with the blessing of the temple?
Oh, sorry, we're low-level acolytes. I've only been with the temple for about 2 weeks. An
acolyte will do just fine. Anyone is able to bless from the temple. Just say the prayer of Sealnor and Alnor. I would greatly appreciate it.
What is the prayer of Sealnor and Alnor? What is that? What
is the prayer of Sealnor and Alnor?
I don't know. We didn't hear it. Can we think about that individually, maybe, to see if either of us knows this as non-religious people?
Is there a bush around here?
Is there there's topiaries and gardens and such.
Perfect. Naoki's just going to link arms and face step away from this woman into the bush.
Okay.
So, she,
is
so
this,
what?
is
She,
this-
she
is
looks
this-
away. She goes, I have something for you to use. Right. She looks up and there's this like sparkles falling down on petals from where you were just standing. Oh. Oh well. And you guys are just like kind of like splat in the bush. It's like behind a branch is poking Sinasha in the side.
Can Sinasha do a religion check to see if she knows this prayer just because it's bothering her now?
Yes, you can make a religion check.
Yeah. It's an 18.
So tell me, Sinasha, what did Sinasha grow up in a
She would have been exposed to the trappings of religion, but not believe it herself, nor would her parents. But she would, I don't know. She might have had to meet some religious people in Dorganol. I mean, there's a, there's a possibility she might have heard it once in passing. So she's trying to figure this out because it's bothering her.
So you wouldn't exactly know. It's kind of like a lot of people follow, like, let's say Christianity, but how many of them can really recite the Lord's Prayer from heart? Not
Our
very
fathers
many.
who art in heavens.
Hallowed be thy name, and that's
Hallowed be
about
thy
that's
names.
about it. That's all people know.
Yeah. I'm making
So it'd be kind of like be like, Sealor, hallowed be thy name, and like you don't quite know that well.
And Elnor, hallowed be thy brilliant radiance.
Let me pull up
She's
my,
like
my DM
whispering
thing.
it or
So
something.
so essentially it would be silver light in the starlit sky watches little spirit lie. Sealner weave the gentle path, far from shadow, far from wrath. May your light within them grow, in every step and breath they know. Sleep in peace, the dawn is near. You are held and loved and dear.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah.
No.
She
not at
gets
all.
like she's like whispers like about maybe a third of it correctly, and then the rest is the actual Dorganol national anthem.
But essentially, this is a when a child receives their name. Like a lot of children in Illnerya are not given their name on their birthday. They get a name day, and that's kind of the blessing. So essentially, you just rob this mother of the chance to to name her child today.
Right.
She has to go find another priest.
Okay, I think we probably couldn't have gotten that. I also have a stick in a really uncomfortable place right now. So
I mean, it's fine. Just kind of slither through it a little bit.
yep. Excuse me. Oh.
Okay.
So, teleport through the window, turn into something small.
Yeah. Throw me up to that window.
How many stories is that, DM?
It's 4 stories high.
I gotta tell you, I trust you, Naoki. I can't throw you that far.
Throw your axe that far. And that thing's at least like 100 pounds.
Mm-hmm. So,
At least throw me up. Throw me up so I can start climbing.
okay. Why don't you can't, well, okay. All right. So Sinasha is just going to be like, well, let's hope you can get close enough you can teleport, because you're not going to get much of a chance here. Because there's like an outer wall, I am assuming we have to get over. Or is it just like a structure?
There is an outer wall you have to get over with a path leading, like a garden pathway. A pathway leading through gardens, essentially, like a courtyard. That's what I'm looking for. Holy crap, a courtyard leading up to the building itself. It is a secured area, and there's no like tall trees or anything. So like if you were to be thrown up to the window, you're gonna be seen.
Yeah. Are you sure about this? Because this is going to be really, really noticeable, Naoki.
I have an idea.
Wait. Is there ventilation in this building, DM, that we can see?
They don't have an HVAC system, if that's what you're asking, but there are definitely chimney flues, windows.
Are any of the windows open on the upper floors?
There's a few windows open. I mean,
Naoki?
you guys are towards the end of fall, beginning of winter soon, so it's kind of chilly outside.
So Naoki, this could go really badly. My thought is you turn yourself into something small, and you can either fly up there, or I will attach you to something and throw you. I think maybe the safest choice would be for you to fly and then change into something smaller. The more dangerous choice that might be more fun would be for me to throw you. But if I miss and you're a spider and you go splat, you're going to fall as you, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I will fly up there, even though that does sound really fun.
Okay, I mean, we can go with fun.
I mean, we'll fly up there just because I know if we told Diablo
That
what we done.
Stupid. Yeah. I mean, so I'm not going up there unless you can transform both of us.
I could not. I mean, I could, but I would have to wait.
So, we need a signal in case something goes wrong. Because I'm going to have to make a diversion or have to be aggressive to try and help you. So what's the signal going to be? Needs to be something both of us will remember in potentially the next couple minutes.
He'll wild shape into a hummingbird and then tweet.
Okay, so you're going to be a hummingbird inside when this happens?
I just want to clarify. Do hummingbirds tweet?
They can
They
tweet.
they beep almost, if I'm not wrong. They're
And
like,
is it loud that your ally can hear from the outside in a busy city? From a government building?
Probably.
It's an insect-like metallic trill with their wings, but I guess yeah. It doesn't say what they make it. They sing.
they chirp. They
They
chirp.
chirp. Yeah, they chirp. So I can hear like a little tiny chirp from one of the smallest birds in the world.
It says they're very vocal.
Okay, well, so Naoki, if
I'm
things
just
get
DM.
bad, as a person, potentially make some kind of noise, because if you're a hummingbird, I'm probably not. You're probably fine, right? So
I mean, I don't usually, tweet, because I'm still a hummingbird. And then he's just gonna fly up to the window.
you can talk when you're wild shaped nowadays.
He's,
I don't think that
he's gone.
Okay. All right. So Sanasha is going to hide in the bush. I guess she's just gonna sit down in the bush and just kind of gently observe.
So Naoki's going to fly up to is the highest window available? Is open?
There's a window upstairs that's available.
Is anyone in there yet?
So are you flying into the window? You're just like hovering there.
I'm kind of hovering, looking and seeing.
So what you see is a hallway. This is a octagonal building, and it is a hallway that runs along the outside of this floor.
We'll fly in. And then like fly immediately to the wall and then wild shape into a spider.
Okay. So you quickly zip in and go to the wall and turn into a spider. What kind of spider do you turn into? I'm just curious.
A tarantula.
Whoa. Okay.
A tarantula. Okay. Okay.
The least subtle spider ever.
No, he doesn't know the tiny spiders. He transformed into a spider when he was with beans.
He lives in a forest, never seen a spider. Neat. So
I would go with like a black widow next time. They're, you know.
okay. So the you go in and you see that there are doors that lead into a central chamber. There are 3 hallways leading from the outside that connect to the upper floor, and there are not from the upper floor, but a floor below, and there are staircases leading up. So the governors can walk straight from their individual office buildings and go upstairs and then open up these doors to go into the meeting chambers.
Sounds good. He is going to begin like skittering up the wall and then like on the ceiling and like making his way towards that hallway with the doors.
Okay. Meanwhile, Sanasha is outside,
Hanging out in the bush.
all right.
She's the backup in case he needs to fight his way out. She can't get in there.
You hear this as you're like scuttling along the wall. You hear the sound of like a footstep, then a metal clank, a footstep, then a metal clank. I don't care if they want to meet immediately. I am going to arrive precisely when I want to. Walking forward is a gnomish woman. She has a leg that is made of metal. It doesn't seem like it's been oiled in a while. She wears the garb of workers' clothes or factory workers' clothes. And from what you've been told about the 3 governors, this one appears to be Marta Holloway. She is not the elected official that came from the working class. She basically formed a lot of workers' unions throughout the city of Illnerya. And she doesn't seem to have the raising of anyone part of the autocracy at all. She is very working class woman as she walks in, and her poor assistant is just sitting there kind of like scribbling things. And have we thought about what we're having for lunch yet? I've been spending my entire morning walking through here without a thought of what I'm going to eat, and I am already in a bad mood. The door opens, leading into the
I
chamber.
scuttle on in with her.
Go ahead and make a stealth check for me. I believe as a spider, you get advantage on this. You should get the stat block for a spider. While he's doing that, walking up the pathway towards the building is a man with a long coat with a number of scrolls and paper stuffed into it. He is looking at a pocket watch. Running out of time already. I really don't know. All right. And you hear from behind, excuse me, Governor. If I just have a moment to tell your time. I'm sorry. I'm far too busy. I have an appointment meeting I have to go to, and I'm running out of time. We're all running out of time. Anyway, I'm sorry. What was Here's my secretary. You can set up a meeting with them, and I'll be happy to meet with you. But for now, I must go.
This is outside.
Yeah, and he's like walking into the building.
It's not. She thinks to herself, if there's only some way I could let Naoki know that one of the governors is just coming in.
So I got a dirty 20
Dirty
because
20.
they get +4 on stealth.
Yes, they do.
The central chamber is a smaller octagon of the room outside of it. You see that there's already one person sitting at the table. He wears a robe with a high back to it that appears to be like firm, like kind of like a raised part of the back of his robe that comes up behind his head. I don't know the exact word for that exact fashion styling, but you know, he is the third governor, the one who is the ex archmage, who I named Valerius Thorn. Ah, Governor, then I thought you would be here as always, but then again, not all of us can magic around the city to get wherever we please, now can we? Hello, Governor Holloway. I am pleased to see you in such great spirits, better than normal, this fine late morning. Tell me, did you have trouble getting here on account of your condition? Oh, just fine.
Wow.
Naoki just like kind of twitches his mandibles.
If you'd like to get a closer look, I'm sure I can stick it somewhere where you won't very like. Just go ahead and bend over for me. Oh, we would have to have that another time. At this point, the doors open up and the one governor with a long coat with a number of scrolls stuffed into his pockets, Silas Aberdom, comes in. Oh, it appears that I was worried about being late, but we are all on time. Well, rather, we are meeting at the same time. I mean, have a seat. At this point, we're gonna go to Percy.
Yes.
Percy. So you go around the place. No one appears to be spying on the house. Nothing appears to be, you know, a suspicious or anything, but you go ahead and lock the doors anyway. And at this point, both who's doing the scrying spell at the Mages College? Okay. That's
I assume I will. Yeah.
A question for you before we move to scrying. Did Sinasha get a look at the person who asked the governor for his time? Or
that's actually a good question. Yeah, so it seemed to be a young adult in his early 20s, if anything. Human, reddish hair with round ears. He's wearing a normal like clothes for the day. He doesn't seem at any point else like notable or anything like that.
But he knew it was the governor.
He knew it was the governor.
So is he waiting there, or is he moving on?
He spoke to the secretary and
Yeah.
a long time.
Okay. So he hasn't sticking around, so she kind of starts looking at the window.
So at this point, I will say that Percy casts scrying.
I believe so. My base DC is 16, but I've only ever heard of the target, so that's a -5, so that would make it DC is 11.
Okay.
So can I get a wisdom save from
I rolled
one
it.
of the counselors?
And then Emmeline. you are familiar with the target. Not no, you're familiar with the Archmage.
Yeah, well, now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, would it make sense for me to do it? I don't think it would. I guess. Yeah,
She would have
sure.
been a teacher.
This is fair. Okay, we can go through. Yep, go through with it. Okay, I've been convinced. I'm more so just thinking about the voice and if we can pinpoint that through it. But
You should be able to hear through it.
For both of you, it seems to be cloudy in the vision, and then it begins to part. You hear voices beginning to speak. Please sit down. All right, but just so you know, I went ahead and I ordered lunch. I got a big sandwich. Wonderful. Well, as you all know, we had the plague that was sent upon us recently settled by the so-called Veiled Vanguard. Of course, we don't want them to be anywhere near us, considering their track record and the kingdom of Drellworm. That would be so terrible if they were to. Right? We were already hot on the trail for the lieutenant. We found all the evidence in his office. Why are we having a meeting? Because it's not enough. You don't understand. Believe it or not, the plague did some good. I'm sorry, I do not know what you mean. Did some good. I'm trying to be a realist here. We are a city that has grown beyond its limits. We are running out of food. We are running out of resources and space. We're gonna have, and what makes it worse is we're waiting on the death of Winter and Bizdal to take his cold hands around our throat. You don't understand. We will have a new plague in just a matter of weeks. He looks at his stopwatch. 6 days, 7 hours, and 42 minutes. Closes his stopwatch again. People will starve, and many more will die than who would have died from this plague. Well, what would you expect us to do? You're the one who called this meeting after all. We need to reach our allies immediately. Get food, at the least of whatever we can manage. We already had plans to expand the city, but that was put a stop to by animals. Animals are smarter than the government of Illnerya. I once met a badger that could walk on its front legs. Not now, Governor Holloway. All right, I'm just saying. I'm just saying that we are on a precipice of disaster of the biggest city in the world that we know of. We are not going to make it through winter. We're seeing, at least by my calculations, 60% of this city will starve and die. Civil unrest will rise. People will burn places. People do horrible things when desperate. We're lucky, I will admit, we are lucky that we found the culprit of the plague. But a little blood spilling through the streets of Illnerya is not always a bad thing, and we are speaking in confidence right now. We know that the numbers are growing beyond our control. You're suggesting that we let things continue as they are. No. Of course not. But that's the point of leadership, is it not? Sometimes you have to make the hard decisions. Get rid of a few. Save the many. There is a dam that's holding back the Widow's Bay from the lower 3 levels. And the sea level. I'm saying if those walls were to no longer, that is enough. We already have enough civil unrest on our hands with the lieutenant's execution coming. He was well liked by the public, and it has not been easy to convince them that this evidence is enough. Fine. I will adjourn to my office. That is all we are going to talk about then. But just know the death of most of the city is going to be on your hands because you're not willing to make the hard choices. Good day. There's a screeching of wood on the floor, and they all storm out.
DM, I have 2 questions.
Yeah.
So number 1, what is important about 7 days, 60 hours, or whatever the guy said?
He is saying that the city will start to go on to the will start to run out of food in the 6 days.
Oh, okay, right.
7
So
hours
they've
and
got
42
6
minutes.
days worth of
Before
right, okay.
before food rationing has to begin, and essentially people are going to start running out of it.
Okay, and then question 2, did the stopwatch he had look anything like the stopwatch that was given when we took the bargain with Contras? Not saying it's by Contras, but is it like a demonic kind of stopwatch?
Oh my
You know?
gosh. Well
Go
done.
ahead and make an
Don't really do
Arcana
a
check.
check. Oh, I don't think we do that one.
It's an Asha's hand.
Oh, 10. Is that 10? Oh, that's not 10. No, wait, I've scrolled all the way up. It's an 8. Got me.
I mean, it doesn't look like a demonic stopwatch from what you can tell exactly. But you know, it could be an interesting magical item. You're not sure.
I don't have a Scooby. I don't have a clue. All right, that's my questions out the way.
So, what do you think? Did you hear Jeff in there?
Did I hear the voice?
Oh, Silas Aberdom is the voice.
Silas Aberdon. Was that the one that was suggesting that they let the wall break and shit like that initially?
Yep.
Okay. The one who's like, maybe this isn't so bad. Okay. And could you please describe him specifically again?
He is a tall, lanky person, around 6 feet tall, human wearing a long coat, and he has a number of scrolls and papers stuffed in his various pockets. He carries a stopwatch. His eyes look, and this is from the vision, his eyes have like these dark purple circles under them, where he seems like he is not getting a lot of sleep, extremely stressed. You can see it in his body posture. And that is Silas Aberdom.
Oh yeah, we found Jeff.
Great. We'll round him up. I love a little bit of rodeo. I love rodeo. And we'll get him back to the church for discipline. I love a discipline.
Man, what rodeo? What a microcosm of the Saraxan culture right here in our city.
I love big words.
said that twice now. That's actually now her catchphrase.
Mhm.
All right. I think we're ready. Diablo's gonna walk up to the door and knock on it.
The door swings open. Oh, hello. And did we find what we were looking for?
Yeah, Jeff, we know where he is. Thank you so much. You've done a great service to us.
It's been extremely helpful, and I love help. I love helping. So really, thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome. Shall I lead you out?
If you wouldn't mind, we'd love a lead out.
Of course. Walks you down the stairs and down the walkway. And as you're about to walk through the portal to exit the Mages College, and it's such a shame to see such magical talent turn to the church after their expulsion from the college. Have a good day.
I love learning. We'll step through the portal. Can't stop me.
What is Naoki doing?
Naoki's just like skittering over to the top of the window before like wild shaping back into his swarm, opening the window and then leaping through.
I mean, you are a spider. You could just make a spider's web and go down that way.
Nah, that's too boring. He'll
Go ahead
like
and make an
leap out the
acrobatics check
window.
for me.
Wait, is he gonna go as a human, or is he?
That's
going
what he
down
said.
as-
He's going back to his normal form and leaping out of a 4-story window. Make an acrobatics check for me.
Does Sanasha hear this coming?
So I would say you're looking at the building and you watch Naoki lift up the window and start to climb onto the windowsill. And he takes
How many people
a
are watching?
great leap and spread his arms wide as if going for an eagle dive, and then belly smacks into the ground. The wind gets knocked out of him. You are going to take
A lot of damage.
that is
There, he's dead. I'm sorry.
21 points of bludgeoning damage as you just smack the ground.
But you weren't supposed to catch me.
You didn't give me the signal.
Came again running over. My God, is he all right?
It's okay. Sometimes
his leg's not supposed to look like that. Someone call help!
Sanasha throws him over her shoulder, saying, "I'll get it back. I'll get it back to the church." And she just runs full force with Naoki on her shoulder.
I love that for you.
Yeah. Is his leg broken?
His leg is broken.
Could she try to set the bone as she
Make
goes?
a medicine check for me, please.
Sure, that sounds like fun. Rips his leg off by accident.
Oopsie.
It's an 11.
11.
Could be worse.
You set the bone and you kind of like tie just one stick to it and kind of
Yeah.
wrap around. And soon enough, everybody reconvenes at the house. Percy is waiting for you. Naoki,
Yeah.
you're in serious pain. It hurts.
Sanasha is still carrying Naoki the whole way. She uses the same excuse. He fell. He hurt himself. I'm getting him back to the church.
The door's locked, so you guys have to knock on the door.
Sanasha kicks
Just
the
saying,
door
I
down.
locked all the doors. You can't do that.
Can I not?
You can't kick
Uh,
my door.
You can.
Do you want me to do a check for that, or
Strength check, please. With disadvantage.
Fuck.
with disadvantage?
You're
Okay.
carrying someone.
22.
22. You kick the door. It busts through the frame and comes swinging open, slams on the wall.
Percy's gonna throw a dagger at whatever burst through the door.
Make an attack.
Because you notice first.
Naoki's over her shoulder, so you're gonna have to decide which of us you hit.
I'll decide that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Roll
In
to
the general
attack.
direction. You can't just come at me like that. Dagger throw. Where's dagger throw nowadays? This one. There we go. An 11. Wow, what a bad roll.
What's your
I have
armor? What's your armor class there, Naoki?
It is 15.
So reactively, Percy throws a dagger. It goes zipping through the air and just lands on the door, and now on one hinge, sinking in right past Naoki's cheek.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't break in like that.
Why did you lock the door?
Because I thought I don't know, I was by myself. I was scared. What if I got attacked?
You're about to. She throws Nick.
Right.
Naoki falls onto the
Why
floor,
you-
his leg shooting pain through his body.
Why are you carrying Naoki?
Because he got attacked.
What?
Yeah, we ran into some muggers on the way, and
What?
we didn't have any money, and they bludgeoned him in the leg. They broke his leg.
At this point, Diablo
What?
and Emmeline show up.
What? You can't. And this is what you call. This is what you did to like set the boat. This is not right at all. This is
Maybe we
not how
could-
you do it.
Maybe as they come into the
Oh,
conversation,
gosh.
maybe we could kidnap him and then present him to everyone during the trial.
Huh? Naoki's leg is broken.
Sorry, my throat hurts right now. How the fuck did Naoki's leg break?
They got mugged,
He got.
but they had no.
Oh shit!
He hit it with a club.
I don't put.
You
Wait,
get mugged by a fucking giant?
I'm
Well,
I'm with Diablo here. Who mugs an orc?
He managed to get out successfully. I got there as quickly as I could, and I've helped him. Right, Naoki?
It kind of hurts. It kind of hurts.
I mean,
Yeah. Can you please fix?
what do you want me to do? I can't do anything right now.
You don't have the ability to heal.
Not right now. I just used it to spy. I can only cast big spells every now and again. It's not constant. I could try, but look what happened last time I did that. He
You
pulls
used
up the
all
hand.
of your magic at once.
And not all of it, but this particular spell is quite expressive.
At hearing this, Naoki's just
I
going
don't
to
have a
like
fifth
kind
level
of
spell.
weave his fingers and like cast good berry and just like start just munching on good berries
I
on the
thought he was
floor.
gonna.
Well,
Character,
okay.
I thought he was gonna heal himself. That's crazy. What the hell?
Upon seeing his leg going the wrong way, from what I've heard,
It's okay.
and
She's
no one
settled.
else. It's set now. It's good to go on this setting.
Can I set it properly?
Make a medicine check.
If only there were people in this party who knew how to heal.
14.
So as
I
they
just
just,
used
like started eating like good berries, his leg began to heal, but in the wrong setting. So you're gonna have to re-break it to reset it
Okay.
correctly.
Sanasha will re-break it if she's
my
given
fucking
guidance.
god. Oh my god.
Stop.
We are the worst adventurers ever to exist. We are
So-
terrible.
Yeah, Sanasha's going to grab both of the parts of his leg at the same time and just slam it down on her knee to re-break it.
So instead of your knee going like bending how it normally does, it's not like this.
And okay, so guide me, Percy. Is this
Um,
wrong? Also, I was
yep.
thinking that he's passed out right now.
This is very wrong.
Naoki
Lexington,
Wilhelm screams and then just goes limp.
That's probably for the best, actually. Right. Look, you need to do it like this, and then he'll.
Okay, so she will use her strength to part of the big setting and then let him finish it.
There is a wet pop and crack, and the leg snaps back into place from Percy, able to snap back. Basically, he has to pull
Wow.
back where the bone's no longer sticking through the skin and back into place, and it's able to get
Right.
healed.
Naoki's leg sounds like a bowl of Rice Krispies.
I could fix this tomorrow.
What's a Rice Krispie?
That was out of character.
I
That
don't
was a
think I
character
can
voice.
fix
That was better character.
Sorry, yeah, you were using your voice, not Diablo's. It's hard to tell
I don't think I
when
can
other
fix
people use their normal voice, I guess. Okay, Naoki,
He's just out for now.
Percy, can you you sometimes you touch people and you heal them that way. Can you not do that? Like
Not to this extent, not fix a broken limb.
can you just? We've got it fixed here. Can you just do like some basic healing? So he's
Yeah, no,
bleeding
I've got
from
that.
the
I've got
hole in
that.
his leg.
Percy will go up and throw holy water on Naoki to wake him up. By the power of Nexus, I bless you. Arise anew in the baths of the void.
Mind you, I kind of pissed that bitch off last time, so I don't think she's gonna do anything.
You just got baptized by Nexus, bitch. Hold that.
He just cast ceremony. You're now married to Nexus.
Yeah, you are.
God. Wait, what? What happened?
I don't really understand what's happening. Can't both of you cast basic healing spells?
Fine. You cast cure wounds at third level.
I'm sorry, Sanasha. It really fucking hurts to the point where I can hardly
36,
speak
so-
the words.
How much healing do you get back? 36? You get 36 points of
36.
healing back, Naoki. So the skin regrows really quickly. Strands start to reform and eventually all fixed.
Okay.
I don't think that's how that works, but we'll roll with it.
He didn't lose the limb, so it doesn't not.
So the way
work
we've
that
always
way.
described it is like broken bones and stuff. Like, sure, you can heal them, but it's instant healing. So unless they're set correctly, they're gonna heal incorrectly, just like they would. Because the way I see healing spells is basically your body's ability to heal itself is empowered and accelerated, right?
I did have an uncle who had like a thumb that like when he was holding it like his hand like that would stick out like that. So, or I do have an uncle where it was broken and never get fixed, so it was always a crooked thumbs up.
It's possible to heal a broken bone, but in the wrong way.
Okay.
So as long as it's set correctly, you're fine. You're fine.
My bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
Honestly, this
I
is
was
like
wondering, I'm like, is
perfect
he just being an asshole about this?
Yeah.
Or-
No, I thought it would need like a greater restoration or something. So I was like, well, I just used my fifth level spell and I can't do it.
You're fine.
the
My fault.
critical amount of like delightful chaos in that moment was good.
I wasn't trying to be a dick about it. I just didn't think using cure wounds would work. If I'd known that, I would have just done that. Right, can we retcon this whole bit? Oh, Naoki's
No,
leg's injured.
funny.
Cure wounds. It's fixed. I did it, guys.
I mean, technically,
huh.
he fixed it first, just wrong.
Just wrong.
Right.
Okay.
Evelyn,
Natasha
how
was,
did your
like,
scrying go?
hands.
It went great, I believe.
Oh,
Right,
wonderful.
Diablo?
Mine went great as well. I don't know what I was looking for. Right.
I identified the voice from the mines.
Was it the creepy
So,
guy with the stopwatch who wanted to
Was it
flood the city?
Thorn?
Yeah, it's the what's Silas something or other. Cloak and scrolls, whole deal.
Oh, I saw him outside.
Thought it was him.
Also,
Yeah.
we were asked to bless somebody's child.
What?
We don't
Did you-
know the prayers, so we kind of just dipped into a bush.
No one knows the prayers. You make
And
them
did
up. That's the point.
they mug you for it?
No, that was
That where the
no,
mugging came
Naoki,
from?
when he got away, he went into an alley, and
Uh-huh.
some brigands. They wanted his money. He didn't really have any, so they broke his leg and they bruised his face. And
And what'd you do?
when I came and I found he was in danger, I beat them up and they were gone from then. And I brought Naoki back here to be healed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
The least believable story ever out of character.
No, totally believable. What are you talking about? I believe that. And I'm just, yeah.
I think I lost it out of character when she used the term brigands. Like went from muggers to brigands.
Yeah, it's really weird that you You said they mugged both of you, and now you're saying they only mugged Naoki.
No, they mugged him. I always.
That's not what you said the first time.
The lore hasn't changed here, Diablo.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
We could put a pin in this for a bit.
Let it go, please.
Because I do really wonder maybe what we do now with the information we have gleaned about this Silas Aberdeen.
Now we need to seek evidence specifically on him now that we know which of the three to target.
We could just get him and then make him confess.
Okay, that's one of potentially excellent options.
Okay.
Yeah, but how does
what
it
else did
look?
they talk about? Like, he said he had a pocket watch and...
He wanted to flood the lower levels.
Yeah.
Yes, so the dam that separates the Widow's Bay from the city?
Yeah.
We should
He
honestly.
proposed either letting that deconstruct due to its own natural age or deconstruct it themselves, let it flood. A myriad
Speed
of
of the
things to say
Oh, okay.
to flood people.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Everyone's gonna starve
Mhm.
in 6 days, 7 hours,
Yeah, he said something
30
about
minutes.
plague.
I don't know.
Another plague?
Another
Said
plague.
there's another plague gonna happen in like a week. In that opening that dam would flood the lower levels and thin out the population so that nobody starves.
So,
But people would die. A lot of people would die.
are we suggesting he thinks that he was using the plague to reduce the population?
What he said, it didn't seem like they were completely in the know about him making that deal, right? The other governors, they were confused as to why another meeting would be called. They said, we already got the lieutenant and found all the evidence. Why are we talking again? And he said, well, maybe we should consider that plague, as bad as it was, did us some benefit. The city's too big and we can't support the population. We're going to have another plague. And with this amount of people, a lot of people are going to starve to death. So, hypothetically, if that dam on the damn Widow's Bay broke, it would flood the lower levels and thin out the population to something manageable.
So,
And they asked him, are you suggesting that? And he said, no, of course not. Of course not. I don't want to kill my citizens. I'm a governor. I never want to wish harm on my citizens, but I have to make the tough choices as a politician sometimes.
It's easy to say that he has to make the tough choices when they don't affect him. That's the way I saw it, at least.
I mean, what we were hearing from what he was saying to the Demon Princess that had gone that wasn't what he intended, so these plagues are what he wants.
Maybe he is okay with feeling more positive about it now that he's got somebody to push his blame onto. He's in the clear as far as everybody knows.
That, or perhaps he wishes to wash away the evidence of his wrongdoings and just, bury it all with water.
Do you think he would do it even though he said he didn't want to do it to them? Like, he phrased it as though he was going to do it anyway, almost, at that meeting.
Okay, well, maybe we should investigate the dam to see if maybe he has plans, something set in motion to weaken it.
I mean, the dam's huge, though. It would take weeks to do that, no?
No.
This is a certain
Mm.
part.
Not with that thing with him. That entity could probably break that.
Well, or he's
With
got
that
work
thieves.
crews working on a specific area of the dam for some reason. Maybe they could set off some kind of magical explosion to weaken it, causing it to fail. I mean, we can investigate that. I just think even if we stop him, if he's already got a motion in place to kill all of the poor people.
How many days until the trial? 2? I understand the concern with the dam and the people of the lower levels. I'm personally interested about maybe finding evidence of these wrongdoings maybe within his house.
Which is one of the things we're supposed to present evidence that can be used against him to the High Luminary, and so they can take him down. So we know who we're investigating. That was the whole point of this, right? We know exactly who we're looking after. So let's follow up, and maybe we go together, maybe we split up and have a small group investigate the dam.
I think it would
accept that.
I think that would be good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the church wants to help us. No, could we not ask them to send their accolades to check the dam, and we go investigate the house? I mean, they will have loads of accolades. They could spread out across the whole city and check it all.
Yeah. Something tells me if the High Luminary was only able to get us disguises, there's probably a limit to what help she can provide.
Yeah.
How about we consider this, right? Our goal ultimately here is to save the lieutenant from wrongfully being executed, and stop this, now that we have a face, this Governor Silas. We're on borrowed time. 2 days ain't a long time. And we could use all the help we can get. I reckon that the lieutenant has some investigative skill. If we can break him out early, we can get the evidence we need using his help.
Maybe, but it will put the city on very high guard if they find out that he's escaped.
But it may also prove he's guilty no matter what we find. I mean, if somebody wants to investigate...
Think about it like this.
Does anyone know where the Sunkeepers structure their prisons, anything like that, very well from personal experience?
I know generally, based on the maps, but I never walked through them.
Yeah, and you're probably too recognizable.
I don't know. That's what I was going to say.
Look,
The church
I mean,
might know.
I see where you're going with this, and I'm not necessarily opposed to it, but we know that the governor is going to be in his office for a few days based on what we saw, and based on what I'm hearing and making guesses on about, the before the mugging happened, Naoki, apparently you got information really easily. You were able to get in there and get what you needed. Is it really that far-fetched to think that we can just slip in there, grab him, and get out? If we take the lieutenant from custody, then they're going to be sending patrols looking for him. They will be on high alert, as previously noted, and it may even delay the trial.
Well, a delayed trial means he doesn't die as soon. And
he won't die at all.
I'll point out something. This is one of the governors, and you today were able to spy on them to find out where they were, see who was with them, right? Do you think they wouldn't task the College of Mages to find a kidnapped governor?
I'll just use my spell. Private Sanctum. I'll use that spell, and they won't be able to locate him. We'll take him somewhere else, maybe down to one of the lower levels, and house him there, and question him.
We might be able to find out more of his plan.
Mm-hmm. And we could potentially do a part 2 where we either break out the lieutenant or do something else of which we've floated.
I just want y'all to consider this possibility as well, right? No matter what we're doing here, we're putting all of ourselves and Matthias at great risk. When we have this option, right? We can investigate without him. We can let him rot in a cell, and he's gonna die in 2 days if we don't find anything in the right time. We could kidnap this governor, right? And even if we're right, which we are right. What the public sees is the people who doomed one city from being destroyed, taking a leader of a different one. The next stop that they took within this section of the continent, they took a great leader in their eyes and put him in harm's way, made him admit to something that maybe he actually did, but that might not be how the public sees it. We threatened him. If we take Lieutenant Matthias, right? Say the plan of kidnapping the governor and leaving Matthias up for trial, just finding his evidence by letting that be. He's going to be rotting in that cell for the next 2 days. Somebody committed to protecting their own people, I promise you, if they knew they were going to die without any help, would rather spend the rest of their days on the run and potentially helping the people that they care for.
My worry is if we break Lieutenant Matthias out of jail, the public might see it as an admission of guilt. No, like if you're guilty, if you're not guilty, then you have nothing to worry about. No, the justice system will work in your favor eventually.
Not
if
Well, his execution's
break him
already
out.
been announced.
If you break him out, though, he's just going to be seen as more guilty. No, the people who doomed Drailworm are breaking out Lieutenant Matthias.
And what's worse, Percy, the breaking out this person and potentially coming through with evidence that shows that their governor was the one that caused so many of them to die.
So,
or stealing their governor and making him admit in front of the people that he did it. With us being the people who the public thinks we are.
Okay, here's my question
make
now.
the governor admit.
If we explain to them
weird.
that he did these things and acquired this power and let this happen, and then we send him off to his own execution or jail or whatever, now that spot could be open and someone could wish to maybe follow in his footsteps and try to contact the deity. Maybe we just don't tell people about it, and maybe something tragic happens to him and he just dies, and then we can just provide the evidence and prove him guilty, and everyone's happy. We can break out the lieutenant, get the evidence from the office, and then, I don't know, he has like an aneurysm or something.
We're not killing the man.
Oh, the whole point of the plan that we kind of agreed to yesterday was that we make this evidence physically available to the entire population who's going to be there to see this traitor be killed. This is the moment where, instead of the traitors, Veiled Vanguard, coming and doing what we do all over again, that there at that moment where everyone in the city is watching, we reveal the corruption of the governor so that they can throw them down. That was the whole point of this, right? If we're going to start skulking around and messing with the plan, we're also going to lose the support of the church, right? We break Matthias out, we kidnap the governor, you think the High Luminary is going to be able to support us, cover us as acolytes when we start acting the way that everyone thinks we act? If we're going to become the kind of people who are willing to do this. Like, I understand, Diablo, if we have no other choice and we can't find a way to save Matthias by giving evidence that cannot be disputed, we break him out because he doesn't deserve to die. But the
saying we're gonna need
forum, the public forum we need, that the High Luminary is relying on, requires that moment to happen. Otherwise, and we can do whatever we want. We don't have to follow their plan.
Whatever it is we find, it's going to need to be real good, undisputable evidence, because as far as the public knows, it's their word, their leaders against ours, the people who destroyed another city.
And that's why my suggestion was, we know who it is. We find evidence of the sabotage on the dam, if there is already sabotage, and we investigate him. And if it comes down to it and we can't find enough, and we think that kidnapping him and handing him over to someone to be secretly imprisoned is the plan, that's a plan. But, you know, if breaking Matthias out because we can't do anything, that's a plan. But that feels like the backup plan, doesn't it?
My point was that Matthias could help find evidence. He has skill.
I mean, the only way it would make sense to have Matthias out to help us would be if we could have somebody fake being him in his place. And we don't have any shapeshifters we can rely on.
And with those thoughts, that's where we're going to take our mid-session break. So, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in so far. It is about that time of day where we got to take our mid-session break. We'll be back with some more deliberating between the party. However, if you're just now joining us,
if you're just not joining us, welcome to a really fantastic episode of Prestige Encounters. So, you know, if you love to get your content for the podcast networks, you're probably listening to our lovely voices right now as we went through some shenanigans, followed by some chaos, followed by debates, which is, you know, the best of Dungeons and Dragons. But, you know, let's say you want to get caught up, figure out what happened. Maybe you weren't listening to this from the start of the session. You want to see our faces in the process. You can find the live play of Prestige Encounters, which we release every week on YouTube. But we would prefer you to be with us live. Join us from the start of the session. And we do this every week on the Purple app, TikTok, and sometimes other places, 8 p.m. Eastern time at lichsouls.ttv. So come and join us for this ongoing weaving adventure that we do. But Lich Souls is more than just a Dungeons and Dragons stream. We also stream other games, and because our Dungeon Master is actually a streamer. So every week we play a variety of games, which I'll probably be some of them. We like to play Overwatch. There is a RuneScape clan that's actually part of our Discord. And you know, say, what's RuneScape? Well, RuneScape is RuneScape, but it is actually in a kind of wonderful renaissance right now as it begins to return in people's minds. Obviously, we play Dungeons and Dragons. Sometimes we play Dead by Daylight. Sometimes we play Mario Kart. Sometimes we play Sea of Thieves. We are really looking forward to playing Sea of Thieves with people. And we have a variety of other servers, including a Minecraft server, a Valheim server, and the 7 Days to Die, I believe, is the third server.
That's the third server.
Yeah, so we do all kinds of things, and you know, those games we're playing right now are going back to the roots of Lich Souls, but we do play other games together, so come and join us.
Thank you so much, Guy, and thank you to everyone who's tuned in so far. We'll be back momentarily as we take this time to refresh ourselves. BRB. Hello, and welcome back, everyone. So, where we last left off, the party was currently debating a dilemma that they had, where they are mulling their options of how to handle this governor and his proposed plan to solve the future famine of the city. As you're all standing there talking about your plans, there is a knock at the door.
The door's on the floor.
Yeah, there is no door.
The door frame. You turn around. Well, I would say that a door on the floor, although charming with a rhyme, is not very in as far as design goes.
Who is this that we're seeing?
Stepping in is Thane Ossuaire, your quartermaster.
Oh, what? How did you get?
Fine?
Hello, darlings. It's been, what, a few days since you last saw me.
Literally, yeah.
Quite. And I thought, being the diligent, wonderful quartermaster that you have selected, you might want an update on some of your plans.
Of course.
Quite. Well, the good news is that there is a little bit of a plan laid out, and if I just may pull up, we have including the basement. Do you want the basement included in my numbers or not? We have a 10-floor plan with the basement for the overall building with all the other things that you had in mind, and we are looking at a total of about 130,000 gold.
How much platinum is that, DM? That's a lot. That's
13,000
It's
platinum.
13,000 platinum, yeah.
We do not have that much money.
Now, I do understand that this could be a lot. I'm sorry to kind of bring whatever heated discussion that you were in to a grinding halt. It seems rather random, doesn't it? That, that we can consider ways to find the funds.
Okay.
We do maybe a payment plan?
We do a Kickstarter.
Well, those are all wonderful ideas. Crowdfunding does seem to get a lot of things done these days. There was in fact a recent hippogriff service that was the most affordable one in Crash, and we are currently trying to crowdfund to save it, but I just don't think the spirit's in it. Anyway, the overall thing that we are looking into is, this is a dragon's hoard worth of gold, and that is quite problematic.
So we just need to find a dragon?
Oh, well, there's so few left. I mean, we just lost one a few weeks ago.
Right.
But hey.
Yeah. And there's the dragon that Diablo killed. Did you find a hoard from that dragon you killed by Rebellum? Diablo? Single-handedly?
I didn't bother to look.
I'm sorry, may I just ask, did I miss something? What is going on?
You're handling business.
I'm sorry?
I said just handling business.
I see.
While this conversation is on, Sinasha's going to try and put the door back. She is not a carpenter.
So you kind of just
but
pick up the door and...
She has smith's tools and wood carver's tools, so she might be able to MacGyver something up and jimmy it back.
Gotta make roll d20, add your proficiency modifier to it.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's roll that d20. That's actually really good. Plus proficiency, so that's 21.
Really quickly, you put the door on. It's not a perfect job, but the door goes on. It fits in the frame. You put some new nails through the hinges, and it is good to go.
Okay. Good.
Well, if there's nothing else you need from me, I suppose I could go.
So you had some suggestions for how to come up with the funds, or were you going to give those to us once you come up with something?
There's There's always ways to acquire money, but it looks like you're rather busy at the moment, so perhaps your minds are not best suited to be thinking about this.
I mean,
Wait, you had no bad news? Just good news.
I mean, the 130,000 gold is, you know.
No, but I don't know. I was expecting something worse, like, oh, a tornado blew over your tower and I have to rebuild the whole thing. Or something, I don't know.
I don't think a tornado could damage it much more.
I don't know.
The
Just
bad
usually
news-
when stuff is going well, stuff then goes really, really bad.
What's going
the
well?
bad news is that you are staying in this filthy city.
Yeah.
True.
At least it's not covered in bones.
That's like a very specific burn, Percy. I mean, this is high fashion bones. It's not just bones.
You wish that your waist looked like mine.
I mean, sure thing.
I'm sure that's a waistline to die for.
Anyway, yes, I could do some looking around the city. I'm sure there's some places of interest I might find here or there. Before I head back tomorrow.
You're gonna go looking like that? Do you think they might be a little reactive?
You are right. I need to look the part. And he like dips his hat down as like a shadow drapes over him, like ink, and slowly starts to melt away. And as he does so, he looks like a human man, pencil line, beard, kind of ratty clothes, like basically a dramatization of what he thinks a working person looks like.
Is that a magical item that does that, or?
Hi, I'm Bob. I'm a farmer. I raise cows. Yeedle deedle do. How does that sound?
A little offensive, but I mean, there's not really many humans.
I thought it was right on the money.
Oh,
I thought it was perfect.
Yeah, no, I'm just meaning not many humans in the room to judge, but then Emmeline's right there. So
I have a wife that breathes air, and we sleep in a bed of dirt at night using straw as a sheet.
Howdy, partner. Yeehaw. Cowabunga.
What?
I ain't never been one person that sounds anything like that.
These are human phrases that you guys simply wouldn't understand.
Uh-huh.
I could see it.
It's, humans are a little basic, so.
That's interesting.
What does that even mean? What does that possibly even mean?
It's just mass produce a lot, and,
Not anymore. Not as much as gnomes.
Oh, maybe we should steer the conversation in another topic.
Wow, this
How about that?
Well, I will go out looking like this, I suppose. And
If you dress like a little bit fancier, you might draw less attention if you want to go to the levels that would be worth your time.
I'll adapt.
I'm sure you will. Can you sell us something that does this cool disguise effect by any chance, or?
It's a spell.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not disappointed. I just wish we could.
Naoki mutters under his breath, a very handsome spell.
Well, ta-ta. Have fun conducting your business.
Just wave
What does that mean, Naoki? What's a handsome spell mean?
Is that what you're into, Naoki?
What are you
No
talking
judgment.
about? I didn't say anything.
I heard you. You didn't mutter very quietly. Okay, no one.
Okay. Well, okay. I don't really know if we decided on anything since
We
he
just-
came into the conversation.
I mean, we were having a conversation and we stopped talking for about 15 minutes and just awkwardly stood around for a little bit. So
Look,
That didn't happen.
what time is it? What time in the day? Late afternoon?
At this point, it is
Nighttime?
late afternoon. You guys, the meeting happened during the early morning, just reconvened. A couple hours have gone by since then.
Okay.
We have plenty of time.
I'm
We
going
have
to
no time.
wait. I'm going to wait a few hours for true nightfall,
What?
and I'm going to go back to the governor's office and look for clues. I'm gonna sneak in. However you did it, Naoki, I'll figure out how to do that. If someone wants to come with me, that would be awesome. And I'm gonna sneak in there, find clues. That's what I'm gonna do.
Where does he live?
Well, there's three buildings for each of the governors. They each have individual offices, and then there's a central area in the middle.
And it's
Okay,
been
was
noted that he's gonna be staying in his office, like he's like for the
Yeah.
next until the trial, basically.
So, I mean, Naoki can turn into animals. That's how he got in.
We'll figure it out.
I could transform you into one.
But then you can't get in. Also, there's just, for no reason, just be careful. It's the base level's like 4 stories. So if you were to, lose your balance, you might get hurt.
I've got just the spell. Don't worry.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
I mean,
Or someone can catch you.
are we suggesting maybe that you and Naoki investigate the office together?
I would absolutely welcome Naoki's help, unless he's
Of
needed
course.
elsewhere. Like,
Yeah.
and
Can you
if
turn
we're
into
going
a bat or something? Or
a bat.
I turn into a bat.
Can you?
well, you're a
Smasher,
Oh, that's pretty
sometimes
cool.
you ask very, very silly questions, and I don't really know how to respond to you sometimes.
Well, vampires can turn into bats, and
I'm not a vampire.
Do you want to
Half
transform into a
vampire.
bat?
No.
I could do it.
I mean, Naoki, you can't transform him into a bat and then go in yourself.
I thought I was supposed to go talk to Matthias.
But yeah, I think Percy was going to try and talk to Natalia, see if there's maybe someone who works for him who can help us. Maybe he can give us some information. I mean, he must have people who he trusts. I mean, that way we don't have to break him out.
I think it would be good for Diablo to go.
And I will try and find information about the work groups who might be working on the dam doing maintenance, see if there's anything suspicious going on. We'll split up again.
Are we going now, or are we sleeping first?
I'm going to wait a few hours.
It's only the afternoon,
hmm
so
What time is nightly sermons at? Normally. I don't know. Do I know what time nightly sermons are normally at? In the city?
Nightly sermons for what
Yeah.
religion?
What's our religion again? What are we? The
two
sun? The 2 suns?
I feel like nightly sermons feels odd.
They
yeah.
pray the sun away.
You're asking
The
if
moon away.
the Temple of the Burning Suns has a sermon to
Oh.
worship the suns at night.
Alright, well, is there any for the
Like
moon
an
then?
eve.
Oh, Percy, sunset prayers.
Yeah, thank you. There you go. I'll do. What time of sunset prayer is that? DM.
When the sun sets.
When does the sun set? Alright. I don't know when the sun sets. I don't know about that sort of stuff.
So you look outside.
Emmeline, she sets the date. When does the sun set on this date? Do you know? You seem like the kind of person who would be educated on that kind of thing.
No, I don't know really about like the stars and stuff.
Really?
A lot of that stuff's fake. I look at the body.
We can
No, but the stars are.
Wait, what's
What?
fake about it?
Stars are fake.
Percy, we can look outside and watch the sun.
Yeah, but okay. You know what?
So what you're gonna do is you go there and you kind of
Yeah.
mill about and you wait until this just before the sun sets, because you can tell because the suns will start setting.
Sunset sermon.
How
Hello,
What the
Matthias.
hell-
We're
what
here
the
to
hell
do
is
your.
happening to us?
We're here to do your thing.
Well, we tried to do sunset prayers. I assumed you knew things about the sun changes. The suns change when they set at different times of the year, and this isn't about astrology.
I don't know.
Also, the stars are fake.
Well, there are rumors that we've gone and landed. I'm one of the moons.
What?
What?
I heard a rumor once that.
somebody sleeping with Kresna.
Oh,
Oh, okay, so like every night I have
It's
a dream
fake,
about
obviously.
being in a field of stars. So stars are real.
Maybe. Have you ever touched one?
Have you ever touched fire and been okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're different.
Yeah.
Oh, I touched a star once.
yeah.
Sorry.
What kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Is there a follow up to that, Diablo?
I did it. It was pretty cool.
How big was it? Like, are we on about like?
I mean, look, when you look up, they look tiny, right? They're not
Yeah.
that big.
Oh,
You
So you,
can
like-
go up to one.
like
If you go on, okay, listen, I went on to a mountain,
yeah.
peaked above the clouds,
Yeah.
right? Air was
Right.
thin. It was hard to breathe, but I pushed on. Part of my intense training.
Whoa.
And there was a star waiting up there. Star was just chilling out and having a good time. Just tired of flying for so long.
If you held it, is that how you became so strong?
What?
You have like star in you.
Did you fall in love?
No, it was just I just ran into the. You're creating a bunch of nonsense and
No.
fiction that didn't actually happen. What I'm trying to tell you is that I went up to this tall ass mountain above the clouds, and I met a star. Star was pretty all right. Talked for a little bit, and I went down. Mountain was part of my training. Star had nothing to do with it. It was just good.
What did he say?
Peripheral. Star just talked about being tired,
Mm.
sitting on the mountain because it was tired flying too long, you know?
That's really inspirational.
So it was
Oh, yeah. I mean,
a god.
I might go up this mountain. Wait, when all
it
this
was
is
a
over,
star.
can you show me up that mountain, Diablo? I want to talk to the same.
I know, it's really far away.
Yeah, we got time. Once everything's over and everything's sorted,
I don't know if you're cut out to go up the mountain.
I could do it. I'll
These are
train.
very
like you
evasive
did.
answers. It sounds maybe as if this mountain
No,
doesn't
it's-
exist.
Listen, I'm just. Hey, whoa. I'm just saying. Listen, I'll take Percy up the mountain if he really wants to, but he can't blame me when his legs give out and go jelly from climbing for too long.
How many days?
No
did it take
offense.
time?
So
A lot
I'm
of
not-
them.
I'm not really sure what you're talking about, but I do know Circle of the Stars druids. I do know those. Maybe they could tell you more.
Wait,
Do you know what time of the day the sun sets? I mean, we know the
Oh my
suns are gonna
God.
set, so let's just
That's
go with
the
that.
only question. Like, can we just watch him wait?
Yeah. So we're gonna we've got our plan. Naoki and Evelyn are gonna investigate. And I'm gonna look around near the Sinasha's like losing it a bit. We're gonna go near the dam. I'm gonna go near the dam, try to find some dock workers, see if there's been any unexpected repairs. And you all do whatever.
I would watch out, right? I'd watch out about the dam, right? Because there could be repairs that you maybe it's given up, it's gonna break soon, or maybe Silas has these damn workers paid off.
Well, that's exactly.
I'm just saying, stay frosty. Keep your eye out for anybody being a little bit more suspicious than you'd
Yeah.
expect them to.
Yeah. So I'll if I have to grease some palms, I will. With these way too big denominations of coin that I carry, she looks through her bag, which only has platinum and gold in it. Really should get some change sometime. Okay.
So, my friends, what exactly is the plan? Because I am lost.
Okay, so there's 3 plans. So Sanasha, I will say my part of the plan. I'll let y'all do yours. Sanasha is going to go near the dam, try and investigate the maintenance workers in that area, see if there's any area that might be marked as off limits for some suspicious reason, or is receiving unusual maintenance lately, to see if maybe they're already trying to weaken the dam.
Okay, can you make an intelligence check for me, please?
An intelligence check, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
While that's happening, what is another part of the plan?
17.
So Percy and Diablo are going to try and find the jail where Mateus is located and go speak to him under the guise of giving him sunset prayers, because he's a follower of the 2 suns like us, and in doing so we're going to ask him while we're there about any people that might be loyal to him in the city.
Okay.
That we could contact.
And then Emmeline and Naoki.
Yes, SEAL Team C, Emmeline and Naoki. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go back to the office of Governor Silas. Let me see last name real quick, because I want to say it's Aberdom. That's what it is. I keep wanting to say. So anyway, we're gonna go to Silas's office, and we're gonna comb it for clues, and hopefully he's sleeping. And that's all I got so far. So we're gonna get in there, comb for clues, get out. Okay. And if something, we'll play by ear.
Sanasha, intelligence check of 17.
Yeah.
They said that this dam is a rocky wall, essentially, that is against the Widow's Bay.
Yeah.
This can stretch for miles.
Yeah, that's why she wants to try and find insight from work crews to see if there's an area that's been marked off as off limits or was receiving extra attention, like there's an extra activity or a lack of activity in a specific region of it, so that she can do it more quickly, and instead of checking the whole thing and spending the next 2 weeks doing it.
Okay.
Yeah,
it might be a little bit difficult, but I will let you proceed.
It literally gives me something to do.
So, all right, let's start with we'll start with Sanasha then. All right, so as the party splits up, splitting the party in D&D again for 2 times in one session, you begin to head down to the lower levels of the city. You're currently on level 2, and you make your way to the 7th level.
Yeah.
It takes you a few hours, and it is starting to get a little bit on the early evening side of things. Not sundown quite yet, but sundown ultimately is going to be a little bit that's what I'm trying to say here, earlier, because you are in late fall at this point.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
You find some of city workers working along the power areas that they use the water from the Widow's Bay to power machines and deliver air pumps throughout the city, all that sort of thing. Because, you know, these are very large underground caverns. They do require ventilation to some point, fresh air being cycled in and out. And as you're approaching, go ahead and make a perception check for me, please.
I would love to do that. It's a 13.
13. Okay. You see that there's a crew of like there's two dragonborn and a elf. So they're like leaning on some shovels and pickaxes, kind of talking in a semicircle to each other.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach, and I said to me, my doctor, is it really supposed to burn like that? Like, is that? Oh, hello, sister. How can I help you?
Hello. I have been sent by my superiors to check on the morale of the crews in this area. They'd heard that there's some crews that might have been working extra overtime unexpectedly lately, and we're just trying to ascertain how you're all doing.
You kind of like look around. They look at each other, seeming a little bit nervous. Gonna make a persuasion check for me, please.
Sure. It's 11.
11. Things are good. Things are good. You know, no complaints here, no complaints there.
Oh, I mean, it's such a shame. As I say, the condition of parts of the dam are, of course, not doing quite as well as they should, and I know it's not because of your hard work. We'd been hearing that, Governor Thorne specifically was concerned about making sure that the dam was well maintained. So that's part of the reason my superiors were asking me to investigate.
Whoa. You think our work has to be investigated? You think we aren't good enough for the city?
We're investigating your morale.
You don't think that our work is good enough for the city? You don't think that we're working hard enough out here? I'm out here working like a dog, sweat on my back, so I can go and afford some overpriced groceries at the market. You know, I bought a loaf of bread 2 days ago, and I look at it today to make me a sandwich before work. Mold. And I already spent almost a whole silver on that loaf of bread. And 2 days ago, moldy? Explain that to me. Explain that to me, priest.
I don't know why it's moldy. It must be that the protection magics on the food stores aren't doing as well as they used to.
And not only that, but I'm working my ass out here, right? I'm working my ass off. My ass. And I come home. I just want to put my feet up. And my wife is like, take out the trash. I just got home. I just got home. Oh, here's your children. I supply for this family. And you think that I can't put my feet up after a 10-hour shift? Like what's up with that?
How many of them are here?
There's 2 others.
Okay. I mean, so to be clear, I'm investigating to check on your morale for any potential overtime. It sounds like you're working quite hard, but do you happen to know any crews who might be maybe going for some additional work on parts of the dam? Maybe working on one part of the dam, bypassing another?
I'm sorry about Donnie here. He is having a stressful time at home.
Sounds like it.
But it's very weird that you mention it, but the governor is actually at the foreman's office talking to him now.
Okay.
You're more than welcome to go speak to him if you like. We are currently on break, and I hope you understand that.
No.
Right.
Yeah, and she goes, well, and part of that is thank you for your contribution, given leeway to provide some bonus pay for the overtime that you've done. And she will give them each a gold.
Bless you, sister. Can't wait to go spend this on 2 pieces of ham just for it to go bad in a day. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do in the city?
I know. It's okay. I understand your frustration. I mean, we unfortunately, when we're, we're trying not to take more than we can afford. So we do generally just drink simple broth and stale bread as a standard, but we're not trying to prove our superiority. We're just trying to improve your living conditions.
That's great and all, but I just want some bangers and mash, you know? But instead I'm getting banged and mashed by the man.
Well, I certainly hope that things turn around for you.
May the gods be with you, sister. Thank you.
May the gods
Thank you for the coin.
She will try to get closer to the foreman's office to see if she can overhear the conversation.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah. Keep in mind, she does not have any of her heavy weapons on her still, which is super sad. You imagine she was doing this like Bat Warrior Nen Sanasha.
Hey, you listen in on the conversation and are you trying to be stealthy as well?
Yes.
Make a stealth check.
No.
Okay.
That's an 8. 17 perception, 8
This
stealth.
is happening. We're gonna go over to Naoki and Emmeline.
Great. I mean, she'll have had him lead her to where they had originally kind of gotten up to. What is it looking like around there? How many people are kind of about? Is it a guard every now and then? Do we have some night walkers?
I mean, there's always going to be night walkers. This place is like New York, essentially. There's always people out and about, no matter what time of day it is. But there's less at the moment than there were previously.
Okay.
And then right around that bush is pretty much where we were.
You see a giant crease behind the bush where Sanasha's large form was,
and a blood stain that's still there from where Naoki splattered on the ground.
I see. And it was the fourth window up, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Are any of the windows open right now?
There appears to be one window open.
On the fourth floor?
Yep.
Okay. So my idea right now is potentially, I don't know if you have any rope on you, but I could cast jump on you or I, and then we could jump up about 30 feet and then maybe climb the rest of the way.
Maybe. I mean,
Oh, you're good.
Could also ask the plants if they could grow some vines for us to climb up that thing.
Yeah, I mean, if they're willing, would they be willing to do that? Doesn't that take a lot of energy out of them?
No, not really. I mean, right? DM, would that count as me asking them to make difficult terrain onto the...
That's kind of stretching the spell a bit too far, what's capable of.
Fair.
Well, while you look at that, I want us to operate semi-undercover. So I'm going to go ahead and she's going to take 10 minutes to cast the private sanctum. It can be cast in a 100-foot cube, and that's what she's going to do. She's going to envelop the whole house, basically, with the cube for privacy.
Just to give you a thing. So 100-foot cube is not 100 feet on both sides.
Okay.
A 100-foot cube would be 10 feet by 10 feet.
Well, it says 100 feet on each side.
Okay, well then that's a little bit, yeah. So you could, in fact, cast that throughout the area.
Yes, so that's what she'll do. She'll kind of have it be around their house there, just so that it's less obvious what they're doing. No one can like divination in and see them as they're going about.
And just for
their
clarification,
tasks.
100 feet is a third of a football field, so it may not be as large as you think it is. So this was described as a large building that can hold public forums, right? There are 3 branches connecting to it. The northern one is the one that he would be in. So if you want, you can cast it around that area.
And just isolate like the branch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's rocking.
see, that's where you are at the moment.
Okay. And we'll spend 10 minutes letting that get cast, and then once that is up and good to go, so you've had some time to think about it. Are you willing to jump up there?
Yeah, we can jump up there. I do. Let me check. I believe I have rope.
Just thorn whip her up repeatedly as you go.
That might hurt.
It might, but it would get me up there, I think.
I do have rope. 50
Great.
feet.
Great. Okay. So you just hold on to that in, your pack or whatever, and I'm gonna cast this on you. She'll go ahead and cast Jump on Naoki. So that will allow him to jump 30 feet, using only 10 feet of his movement.
Damn, okay. He's gonna jump.
Okay. So Naoki like Superman jumps up, like Hulk jumps. As you leave, you reach the apex of it, and you manage to grab onto a windowsill on the 3rd floor.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing now?
Hey, just climb.
Start climbing.
So as Naoki is climbing, a light shines on Emmeline's face. Oi! Who's over there?
Oh, it's just me. Hello.
Meanwhile, Naoki is hanging, just as usual. Naoki is like hanging on this windowsill. However, as this Sunkeeper is starting to approach, he has not looked up yet. What is a priest doing out here this late of evening?
Thank goodness you're here. Actually, I was looking around. A fellow acolyte of mine. He got mugged here earlier today. It was a brutal sight. When he came back to the church, he came back for our sunset prayers, and he reported that he had been mugged. And when we asked him what happened, he said that he had gone into the alleyway, to take a break, because this particular acolyte, I don't know if you knew this, he has a little bit of anxiety with crowds. So it was very busy, very crowded. So he took a break, went to the alleyway, and as he's sitting in the alleyway decompressing, trying not to freak out from the crowd, he's struck. I don't know if it's from the back. You'd have to get his statement on this, because at this point I'm looking at his leg. It's going like this. Officer, I don't know if you've ever seen anything like that. I didn't sign up to this job to see that. Do you know what I mean? I'm here to just pray and live my good life and do what I need to do. Moral of the story, I would love if not only maybe you could get his statement down at the church, but you could help me look for a necklace. And the necklace it's very particular, has a lot of really intricate pieces, and it was given to him on his welcoming ceremony day. It's very important, and I'm worried that they stole it from him. So I'm hoping.
Can I get
So
an
she's just
athletics
rambling.
check from Naoki, please?
Not acrobatics?
No.
Damn.
Rude.
Nope.
7.
So as Naoki is climbing up, you manage to climb up enough where your feet are now on the windowsill on the 3rd floor. And as you take to start climbing again, your foot slips a little bit, and some pebbles come off the stone windowsill and crumble down. And as Emmeline is continuing to talk, the guard goes, "What was that?" and begins to slowly look up, investigating where those pebbles could have come from.
Oh my God! There they are! There they are!
Make a deception check.
Jump point over at a random couple of
Two-
kids, some
Two
teenage
gnomes,
kids.
Actually, just 2 gnomes.
Yeah, maybe just, or 2 gnomish kids just in the night, like messing
Gnomish
around.
men looking like kids.
Mhm.
Messing around at
Deception.
night, she just said.
Yeah, that's a good roll. That's great.
That's a 6.
It's a natural 5. It's like, look over there.
So Emily yells, "Look over there!" And he goes, "What? What are you doing?" And he has to look up again. And he sees Naoki currently climbing the tower. What? And he's gonna take a whistle out of his pocket, and
Can I cast something before he does that?
you can try.
I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
Guards are very smart, as are most policemen. That is a natural one.
Great.
He's very stupid.
Look at that resistance.
I cast Hold Person on him, so he is currently paralyzed for the next minute. Yeah. So he's paralyzed, and I'm gonna act quick. I'm gonna take his whistle away, throw it into the bush. I'm going to use his own handcuffs on. I'm gonna drag him into the bush, use his own handcuffs on him. I'm going to stuff his mouth with some kind of fabric and then tie it, okay, so that the fabric is secure, so he can't just spit it out. Okay, I'm gonna really do what I can in this 1 minute that I have.
You're gonna take off his clothing, put him in an acolyte robe.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna do the most that I can in 1 minute.
You're gonna scratch the serial number off her wand and plant it on the gnomes.
And then once that's done in the 1 minute, I'm gonna look up to Naoki and I'm gonna wait for him to drop the rope. You only need to drop the rope like 10 feet. Okay?
Did I make it?
Great.
So
And as okay, yes.
now you just saw that whole thing. You just watched, like, as the guard looked up at you, shone a light at you, and then something goes, like, becomes paralyzed, and Emmeline quickly cuffs him, gags him, and throws him in a bush.
Can I whisper to the plants speak with plants?
You're gonna whisper from 30 feet away.
So go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, can you like grow around him? Pretty please, Mr. Bush.
So this guy's like, "Woo, woo," and then vines start to grow around him. He's like, "Woo, woo," and slowly becomes a cocoon inside the bush as branches have grown around this poor man who's just out on a night shift.
Perfect.
Seymour.
And then I reach the window and like begin belaying the rope.
Yeah, and then as he's holding the rope, he gets it 10 feet down. Emmeline will go ahead and Misty step up to the end of the rope and grab the rope and climb the rest of the way up.
I'll allow it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pulling her in.
W.
Very, very risky move.
Yeah.
Take it, W.
Is he on the 4th story or the 3rd story?
He's on the 4th at this point.
Okay, good. Yeah. It's a terrifying event.
So you managed to climb into the window on the 4th floor. What are you doing?
First things first.
Flat on the ground, being like, "Oh my god."
Armagard.
I'm going to start looking around for evidence. Is there any? Where is he? Is he in the room sleeping? Is he studying? Is he back to the window?
Right now you're
Where
like in
is
the
he?
hallway that leads to his office.
Okay.
The door is cracked. There's a small flickering light.
Could I peek in there, very, very stealthily,
Make a stealth check.
non-detectably? 13.
13. Okay.
We're rolling real good.
Naoki will invoke his special feature being. Why can't I find it? Why can't I find it?
I want that feature.
The Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow to give us some extra cover.
What bonus does that provide to stealth?
+5.
So it's an 18. Does that take a short, does that take time to cast or is it instant?
Home is wherever you are during a long or wait, crap. Never mind.
There you go. So it takes a short rest or a long rest to do it. So 13.
I mean, he did rest on the floor.
No.
Nice try.
So so you peek in the room and you see the governor sitting at a desk, scribbling on some paper. And meanwhile, Sinasha, you with your perception check, what did you get?
The perception check was a 17.
17.
And the
You
stealth
go
was 8.
to the foreman's building, which is basically a quickly assembled shack, right? And there is a window where you see that there's a oil lamp hanging, and you see two people standing there. Standing as you look through the window, just like peeking around the corner, you see that there is a dwarvish man. I'm sorry, not man, woman, with braided red hair, and you see the governor is standing there talking to her.
This is Governor Thorne, right?
This is yeah.
Yeah.
So you are both seeing the same person at the same time. The other party doesn't know.
So can she hear anything with what they're saying?
So as you're listening to this, you hear, I'm sorry, Governor. I do not understand why you are wanting us to take out the support beams, because we're going to replace them. I've already done the mathematics and the work. The bay is low. He goes on along why the supports can just be temporarily taken out to be replaced, because the ones that are currently are he's talking about there are rust monsters eating away at the metal and everything. And while the dam might hold without some of these supports as they're getting replaced, is that it seems like he has the goal of just weakening it to help with whatever goal he may have. Meanwhile, Emmeline, you as you're kind of you kind of trip a little bit, and the door gets pushed just slightly where the hinge creaks. Hello? Oof.
She'll fall back and look at Naoki.
Daniela, is that you
Transform.
with my tea for the evening?
Transform into like a puppy. Go in there. Distract him.
I don't know, puppy. I'll do a bunny.
There's a footstep.
Do it. Go.
He'll wild shape into a little tiny rabbit with lop ears.
A super cute one.
And
Very
then
adorable.
what?
Just thump his foot on the ground like bunnies usually do.
What is Emmeline doing? Are you waiting out? Are you both outside the door as he's approaching the door?
She'll pick it up and she'll go,
He opens the door. There's creak on the hinge.
and he just opens the door to this acolyte holding a bunny in front of his door. Is this yours? At all?
I'm sorry. I was not expecting company from the church. Did I have an appointment?
No. I was just I was taking a nightly stroll, seeing if anyone needed, my company or my help with any kind of prayers for the upcoming day, and I saw this rabbit. And looked at this cute little thing. It hopped right in here through the doors, and I followed it, and I was kindly let in, and it came all the way up here and led me straight to your door. So I figured maybe this is your pet.
Make a deception check.
Got you.
Naoki will twitch its nose and give him the best baby doll eyes.
No! 4?
That's a natural 3. It's at least not a natural 1.
Doesn't
Okay.
matter like that.
Meanwhile, Percy and Diablo find their way to the jail of which Matthias is being held. You approach the desk. There is a very stern looking kobold woman behind the desk with some spectacles on the tips of her nose. She's white skinned, white scaled, I should say. Who are you? What do you want?
Well, good evening. We are members of the church, as you can see, humble clergymen. We have come to do the sunset prayers for the inmates.
You just think that you can walk in here, do whatever you want. This ain't Alamen. This ain't Alamen. You don't get to do whatever you want here. We have
I'm
order.
so sorry.
Visiting
I'm
hours
so
are over.
sorry, ma'am. Can I please explain our situation a little bit better?
I mean,
I thought you can try. Try.
Put it on the table there, no?
So just to clarify, people know that Matthias is being executed. That's a pretty big thing. They would be announcing that, yeah?
It's already been announced. God rest his soul.
Okay, it's announced. All right.
By God, I mean Sealnor, of course.
I was saying that out of character.
Oh. Yeah.
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 Yeah. So, sorry. I apologize. We are members of the Church of the Two Burning Suns, and we are here to give sunset prayers, and we understand it's outside of visiting hours, but it is pretty urgent, seeing as although disgraced follower of our God is being put to death soon. And his last prayers need to be given before then.
You see, without the sunset prayers, he won't be able to be delivered from evil and given judgment by our God to pass through to the afterlife.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
What's your
6.
You have a +6. You go ahead then.
With advantage.
Yep.
Let's get this on the road. 23.
Woo! 23.
Ow.
And all deserve the correct judgment by their gods.
You know what? Fine. I'm already upset about Matthias anyway. Any help he can have along his journey, he can have it. I got a lot dealing with. We had a baby abandoned earlier today, so
that's such a shame.
I gotta go check on that. And she looks over. She goes,
Did you hear there was a mugging earlier? Some acolyte was mugged in a street. Apparently, you should probably check up on that as well.
This town's good as shit.
It's just, I know the city, it never ends, does it?
We've
Hey
created
Johnny,
a canon
how's my
event.
baby Jane Doe going? She steps down from the thing. I will say that he already has a visitor at the moment, so if you're gonna go in, just be mindful of that.
Of course.
Really? Who, if you don't mind us asking, we don't want to interrupt anything super personal.
It's the governor.
Oh, okay. Which governor?
Sorry. Governor Silas Abadum.
Right. Okay. Thank you for telling us and giving us that warning beforehand. I'm sure the governor will understand that we'll have to handle our business. Thank you.
No problem. It's right through that door.
All right. Thank you. Is she getting up and walking away? Was what she was
walked
doing?
away to go check on her baby Jane Doe.
Diablo looks over at Percy and just under his breath, first he strains
I didn't know you could.
All right, that hurts so much.
That was good. You have a real shot at doing something like that, being sneaky.
I don't love being sneaky, but we got to consider our options here. If our number one perp that we got in mind is talking to the person that we need to talk to. That puts us in quite the pickle, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, I'm all ears. What do you suggest?
I think we gotta play it safe. I'm gonna keep my hood low. You just act like you're here doing what you're doing. See if he'll walk away soon. I'll be right next to you.
Okay.
Talking the way I was just talking, as much strain it puts on my voice to talking to such an unnatural, tone of voice.
Yep. Let's.
He don't know our faces, or at least mine. I don't know about you.
I mean, no. I don't know. I don't think so.
No. Let's go. Let's get your keep your A game on.
Always. Let's get this.
All right.
And Percy will glide through the door elegantly.
I'm just sorry.
Yeah,
that
we'll
I had
walk
to-
It's,
next
it's
to
just walking.
As you walk in, you hear Governor Silas. I'm just sorry. It had to come to this. Lieutenant. How about you go fuck yourself? I see. And swearing in front of members of the clergy.
We don't mean to interrupt anything, of course. We're just here to do the sunset prayers for Lieutenant Mateus over here. Of course, all prisoners are allowed this option.
Of course. Although he's not due to be read his last rites for another day.
Well,
Things are very, very unfortunate at the moment. I'm sure you understand that, Governor, with all the hectic things. He looks at Lieutenant Mateus for a moment. We have been dealing with a lot of needy people lately. We are doing what we can as timely as we can. Things had to get moved around.
Well, I won't keep you. He looks at Matthias. I am sorry. And steps around the room and closes the door behind him.
this has been like the easiest infiltration mission ever.
Well, Lieutenant Mateus, we're here to pray for you, or do your sunset prayers.
Oh yes, no, of course. That's why we're here.
He'll kind of lean over to see if is there like a window in the door that they came from?
It's not a wrought iron door. It's
Well, this is a very personal prayer to give to somebody about to meet their end so soon. I'd like to talk to you a bit closer to the bars, if you're willing.
I'm not a religious man. I don't know why I'd be visited from members of the clergy.
It was reportedly in your file that you were to be visited by members of the Church of the Two Burning Suns.
And he kind of pulls his mask down a little bit over his mouth.
I see.
Please let me speak to you close and personal. This is a very personal prayer to make.
What is it?
Now, Lieutenant, we know you ain't did it. We talked to you, told you what we knew, and you went and got arrested, sentenced to death immediately after. I know you know that's fishy. I know you probably feel hopeless right now.
Okay.
Far as the governors know, we are out of town per their request. Them not wanting to be associated with the people who, caused destruction in Cyrodiil and all that. But we're here to make sure things go the right way. And the right way means you not dying. And the governor who we know did this, meeting consequences. What we need to know is if there's anybody close to you, anybody who'd be sympathetic to you, who knows better, who knows that you wouldn't do something like this, that we can go do to help. We need all the resources we can. And know you don't want to be rotting in this cell.
He ponders for a moment. Any Sunkeeper in the 4th level barracks in the central area, they know better.
Those your boys from before you got promoted?
They are.
All right. We'll make sure you don't meet your end. Your neck ain't gonna feel any blade.
I hope not.
All right.
And may the twin suns burn brightly and guide you to the afterlife that you deserve.
Very wise words.
We sure do hope that you do better in the afterlife.
And he'll turn around and just give Percy like a quick pat on the shoulder.
And Percy would turn around as well. Like to leave?
Yeah.
Are we leaving?
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay. Just double checking. Percy will start walking. Is anyone
He was the only one
Is
in,
that-
in the cell room that you guys were in, so you just have to walk through the door.
and then is the clerk still gone? Like the
She was in another room
Tribal
checking
lady.
on her abandoned baby.
Yeah, this random
Okay.
Jane Doe that
So
was it
I
like
mean-
a baby that was abandoned because they didn't get their name date rights, or
who knows? You'll never know. So you guys,
Like,
are you
as
guys
a-
leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As they're,
So you
walking
guys
out.
open up the
Anything
door
else?
that leads to the cells into the main lobby, which you came. And as you guys step through the door, there is a flash of light.
flashbang.
And we'll get back to you in a second. Sasha,
What?
Yeah,
I don't like, but they seem to be fine. I haven't seen any reports of rust monsters. Hold on. I think, and then you just hear him say a word, and Sinasha, you go stiff. You get stunned. The door opens, stepping out around as you're stunned on the floor. Because you do have less than 150 hit points. I'm sorry, but I thought you all were supposed to be.
she does have her face painted like a human, even though she's clearly an orc. But well, I guess not clearly an orc, but yeah, maybe she's recognizable.
Interesting. Well, and he pauses and looks up for a moment. We have to go. And he grabs you, and there's a flash of light. Emmeline. Of course, the bunny popped in here and came up 4 levels on its own. Would you like to come in?
Yes. It sounds dumb now that you explain it like that. And I guess I was just a little bit too embarrassed to admit why I was really here.
You will step into his office. He'll close the door behind you. Now, should we be more honest? There's two flashes of light, and suddenly Percy and Diablo are standing on one end of the office, and Sinasha, coming out of a stunned state, is sitting at the other end of the office with two other governors next to them. Should we be more honest with each other?
That was very rude. And then she looks
Who are
What?
Don't you mind them at the moment? They all three say that at once.
She slaps the one who teleported her if she can.
You slap it?
Yeah. Not trying to really hurt, just more like she's so shocked by how rude that was.
He'll just kind of brush it off. No. I really don't want to fight you. I more so want to talk. I do know that based off the giant black spider that I saw in the meeting earlier today, that there was something off. And so I decided to do a little bit of reconnaissance. And you all were supposed to be out of the city, and yet here you are.
And you were supposed to be a governor taking care of these people instead of trying to plan to kill most of them.
I am taking care of the people the best that I can. We have 6 days before we run out of food and people begin to starve.
And is that why you made a deal with a demon prince?
I did what I had to do. But I wanted the deal to end.
You didn't sound so sure of yourself.
He was.
You did a lot more than you had to do.
He did a lot more than he was supposed to do.
What, you expected a demon prince to bend to your will?
I generally don't. No, but considering the amount of people that I was saving, the millions of people that live in the city, I figured it was a needed sacrifice.
And you've repeatedly seemed to be targeting the poorest people.
The two copies at this point will warp out, essentially. He'll sit at his desk. I just want to talk.
So why haven't you tried a diplomatic option? Why haven't you tried trading with Rebellion or maybe even the Sanguisian Empire? They don't even eat the food they produce, most of them.
The landlord would.
We have. And we do trade with them. We do get food imports all the time. In fact, ever since the wyvern problem around Rebellion Gates was solved some time ago, we have had an increase in trading. However,
what's the issue?
The people simply have reproduced and grown too fast. Too many people have come into the city. Too many people traveling from other places. And we lost a major importer recently from Kiridao. I was sleeping one night and I woke up in a cold sweat with the thought in my head that this city was running out of food. I did the math. And I am a very intelligent man. I have no idea how I got elected to my position with the social skills that I have, but people will run out of food here. There's a guarantee about that.
I mean,
No.
I just wonder, maybe is there not outright murdering people in wafts seems ineffective and unreasonable. Perhaps you could facilitate and maybe even create a conflict out of the country in which maybe brave people could sign up for and they could go.
Emily, stop, please.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Stop giving them ideas. So,
And you could give benefits to their
I do
family.
not think
you have the
understand.
ability. You have the ability to magically stun me. And your first thought is, I'm going to kill people. I'm not going to find ways to, make trading partners with nations in other continents that might have bounties of produce. I'm going to have them weaken the support struts or remove the support struts from the dam so that it'll collapse and kill people.
I planned on being down there with some of the most notable merchants at the time, and just so happened to be inspecting the dam when it went off as a way to atone for my misdeeds.
So you were going to die?
I was planning on it, if you will allow me.
And you're going to sacrifice a good man for your sins?
How many people, Mr. Intelligent, since you know how soon the food's gonna run out, you must know the population. How many people would die when you break that dam?
A few 100,000.
So how about you die a few 100,000 times to make up for that? It's not possible, right?
I'm sure whatever punishment is
You
awaiting for
dying
anyone
down there
else
with
is
them.
enough.
You dying down there with them wouldn't do anything. You still did it. You still wreaked havoc.
I'll make you a deal. I know I have a weakness for Contras. It was given to me. The information.
His sibling doesn't much care for him, does he?
Does not. Contras is only a little over 1,000 years old. A setting star
So,
in the city of Miradorn. That is where his weakness lies.
right. And I'm assuming you expect us to let you kill yourself and all those 100,000 people with you because of this little tidbit of information, right?
I know your history, Diablo. I don't think you're going to let me do anything. You'd rather see the 60% of the population die of starvation, thinking that there has to be another way.
Look,
I
can we
guarantee you there's another way. Especially with you saying you're so intelligent, you don't know how you got elected. Somebody so smart made a deal with a damn demon prince.
But the demon...
That don't sound smart.
I mean,
60
put
days.
it this way.
6
Put it
days.
this... Are you sure you did the math? But these princes, they will put ideas, they will put you into positions where you have to make a decision that you would never make, and it was never necessary. How do you know this isn't just him twisting your mind? Every calculation you've made, every decision you've made is just for him to cause suffering in this world.
I did the math.
Yeah. And you're under the influence of a demon prince.
Well, like I said, that is the information that I have for you. I have already given it to you without an agreement.
can we start a bit smaller here? The starvation issue, the famine issue is a much larger issue. I have a couple ideas on how to fix that, but we'll touch on that in a moment. We cannot allow Lieutenant Matthias to be executed. And the reason for that, not only is he innocent, that's a very important part, but he is a huge piece of morale for the population. And they have just gone through something that is so traumatic to them and the survivors. Losing a beacon, right? A lighthouse, such as the lieutenant, it would cause a lot of internal chaos. And I know you're planning to leave. It sounds like you're planning to just go ahead and clock out, but issues will prevail after you're gone. And I think the lieutenant would be a fantastic man to take care of those issues while you're gone. I think executing him is a big mistake, even with your math. I don't know who you're going to blame it on. We're going to try to blame you. To be honest, we're going to try to expose you to the light. But I don't think blaming it on him is right at all.
You're right. That was a miscalculation on my part. He'll open up a drawer and begin writing on a piece of parchment. He'll melt some wax and take the ring on his finger and stamp it into the wax, and we'll roll it up and hand it to you. That is.
Does he seem nervous or anything while he's doing this, as if like
check.
some kind of ulterior motive?
He casts a really powerful spell. I don't think he's nervous about anything.
No, but I know.
And as for the starvation, I mean, have you tried introducing bugs into the population's diet? They're great sources of protein. They're very small. I love eating them. They're very popular in the country across the pond, as they say.
His demeanor, Percy, with a roll of 19, seems very resolute and at peace.
Emily actually makes a good point. There's some actually very large, oversized insects in the Underdark. You could actually have people hunting some of those. They would provide excellent sources of protein. Look at alternative food sources.
At this point, he'll stand up. All I know is that there are 6 days before people start to starve. And make no mistake, there will be casualties. The last administration of governors decided to go and try to build luxury homes instead of focusing on the food issue that they were aware of. I am not saying that there is not an alternative solution. What I'm saying is that the alternative solution would solve the problem far too late. Anyway, I gave you the information, and that will pardon Lieutenant Matthias and say that I am to blame for everything that is to come. And I know that you're not going to willingly let me walk out of this room. And now it is part for Plan C.
I'm willing to let you walk out of here, personally, but I don't.
What will you do if we let you go?
Cuts his palm and puts it on his desk, and a circle shows up, and 3 infernal creatures spawn into the room. And what happens next will be a story for another time. So everyone, that is where we're going to conclude tonight's session of Prestige Encounters. And if you want to find out what happens further in the story, you'll have to tune in next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at twitch.tv/LichSouls. I'd like to thank all of our role players for being part of tonight's session. I missed you guys. It was good to see you after 2 weeks of a break. And all the people who came in and viewed the session live tonight as well. We're still getting caught up on a few of our sessions, especially on the podcast network, so please give us a little bit more time to get that all figured out. However, we have uploaded over 10 of the missing sessions onto YouTube, so thank you to everyone for doing that. Greatly appreciate it. And especially Guy and Isaac, who did all of the amazing editing and work for that as well to get us caught up. We here at Prestige Encounters do not support the mass removal, unaliving of any group or people in general here. So,
Thanos was right.
However, in order for a story of heroes to be told, of great heroes, great villains also must be told. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to Jeremiah, who plays Diablo Dorado. Take it away.
Wow, we're getting we got dealt a villain who is the man who only looks at the big picture, and that's all. Quite an interesting villain to have to be put up against in such a short time too. I gotta say it's very interesting. I did like the fun RP moments we got to have throughout this little, I guess, pursuing of espionage and all the sneaky stuff that we've been doing. That voice really put a big strain on Diablo. Probably not gonna ever do it again after this.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens next. And what 3 infernal creatures just got summoned into the room? That's a pretty big deal. Hope we don't die. I'm gonna pass it over to Guy, who plays Sinasha.
Yeah, it's super funny in that moment as he's like, "You're not gonna let me go peacefully," and we're like, "Well, what if we did?" It was a really fun session. I love the chaos that happened through it. It was very funny, even though we're dealing with some really serious moments. I do appreciate that Sinasha, through her ineptitude, accidentally created this rumor of an acolyte of the 2 gods of the sun being mugged near the governor's palace, and thankfully picked up by the much more adept liar of Procy and Emmeline. But yeah, good session, lots of fun. It's interesting we managed to split the party up and we still get gathered together for the combat. So, could you imagine if they summoned 3 infernals in 3 different locations with us split up?
We can take them.
We'll have to see.
I don't think so.
So that's everything I have to say. Thank you very much, Michael, for continuing to craft this wonderful world we play in. And I'm going to pass it on to Josh, who plays the dutiful god of the dutiful priest of whatever god gives him the most.
Blooming no. Whatever god wants to give you power, I'll follow you. That's my promise. That's the Percy guarantee. No. Good session today. Don't enjoy my door being kicked in by Sinasha. That wasn't very cool of her. Enjoyed. She did fix it, to be fair. It wasn't even my door. Like, it was keeping him safe from the evil world. I'm a bit worried about this combat because if I remember correctly, we're in priestly attire and not with our gear. Therefore,
oh god.
I've got like an AC of like, I think like 12 at the minute, which is kind of scary. And yeah, no, we'll be fine. You've got to tune in next week because it's going to be a roller coaster to see what happens.
Can the infernal summoning take 10 minutes?
10 minutes while we unload. Well, I mean, who knows? You can do a lot in a minute, as Emmeline showed us. And
no,
with that,
if you're wearing plate, it takes 10 minutes to put it on.
Well,
Hey, I don't know about y'all, but Diablo never leaves home without his 2 guns.
no.
Yeah.
Maybe? I don't know. No, with that, I'll pass it on to Chloe, who plays Emmeline.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we had some good coordination this session, great teamwork, great improv. I'm super excited to see what happens next session. I have an idea for how we're going to go ahead and approach the combat, but it's going to be a bit unorthodox. And yes, at the end, I thought maybe, you know what, if he says he wants to die anyway, shoot. Maybe we should just let him go do that on his own terms. We have the evidence that he says maybe we just let him go. So, he's like, you don't think, you're not gonna let me go? And it's like, actually, I totally was gonna just let you go. But he decided to take action. And so tune in next week to find out how we take return action.
Yeah.
That's right. That's all I really have. Super fun session. Thank you, fellow role players. Thank you, Michael. And I'll pass it over to Isaac, who plays Naoki, for his input as well.
Wonderful session, very chaotic, and I love that we have spread the rumor mill of
No one knows Naoki face planted anymore.
Nobody knows but Sinasha that I face planted into the ground and broke my leg. Everyone just thinks somebody got mugged, which, unfortunate, but it was really funny, and I am very excited to see what is going to happen. Is this man just going to dip and let his infernal guards take care of matters for him, or are they just going to be like, if you attack him, we attack you, and he still leaves?
I mean, he may not even be the original.
True. because he did show up in three places all at once, which I don't know why I didn't get that. I didn't like realize. I'm like, wait a damn minute.
Yeah. Simulacrum?
But you'll have to find out next time by tuning in. But with that, I will pass it back over to Michael.
Thanks so much there, Isaac, and thank you so much to all of our role players for being part of this wonderful story that we put together every week, as well as the audience. We will see you all next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at twitch.tv/Lich Souls. And tune in for one of our other streams of the week. They may be a little bit few and far between as we continue on to the remainder of this week due to a funny little thing called bonus XP week in RuneScape. So until then, bye.